Go ahead, Rich. Keep going.
Keep talking a little bit.
Test 1 2. Test
a little
1,
bit more.
2. Test 1 2. P's and
Welcome. You have activated all systems. Deactivation is not an option. The end is where we begin.
Morgan's going to make it to Holmes. He's going to roll out to his right. Misses a tackle, puts it deep.
Oh, look at this.
And complete to number 25.
Aaron
Down
rolling.
to 20, to 10, to 5. Touchdown.
There you go.
Pinnacle. All day, all day, all day.
Run, Brian, run.
Nope, there it is, there it is. Sam Mason has
Boom. Boom.
There's Gillis Ross.
Oh, my God. Goodness. Wow. One-handed. Incredible.
That is one of the greatest catches I've ever seen.
Okay, folks, welcome to Boulder Creek High School for another Friday edition of Pinnacle Football. You've got myself tonight, Tim Storrs, Todd Dixon, and our roving reporter, Rich Piper, that are going to be broadcasting to you guys tonight. Again, live from Boulder Creek High School up in Anthem as the Pioneers take on the Boulder Creek Jaguars on the varsity level. And tonight is the third consecutive home game for Boulder Creek because the JV played here last night and the freshmen played here Wednesday night, because last year all three games were at home at Pinnacle because Boulder Creek was having something done with the field. So that's why all these games this week for Pinnacle are away games. So we're getting ready to do the toss out there. Our captains tonight are number 7, Parker Red. Number 2 is going to be
Spencer Rattler.
Spencer Rattler, drew a blank there. Dillon Stephenson. And then also number 55 would be Luke Verbalitis. Can't see the players for the other team there.
Should be a great game, Tim. Pioneers come in 4-3 on the year. The Jaguars are 2-4 with a couple of tough losses to Hamilton and also to Queen Creek. So should be a lot of fireworks. Pinnacle set records last week in the win over Desert Mountain.
Right.
With points with 77 and total yards with, I want to say, 684, which is insane.
It is insane.
So, side by side as you see. Now, did we win the toss there, Tim? Does it look like I didn't catch it. So, either way, special teams.
Yes, guys. Hey, Pinnacle won the toss, and we elected to receive.
Thank you, Rich. So, roving reporter help us out. So, we'll get to start on offense with that high-powered look. Last week, we saw a different look from Pinnacle. They came out, I called it a wing tee last game, folks. Not 100% correct. It's actually a double wing. It's a variation of the wing tee, if you will. But it's basically a look where they had 2 tight ends and 2 wing backs with 1 fullback and the quarterback under center. And they scored, 42 points on Desert Mountain in a hurry.
That's very confusing, Todd, for the defense. A lot of misdirection that goes on, very tough to read. And then towards the second half of the game, Pinnacle went back to kind of their traditional offense. And some of that I was attested to the coach for Oklahoma was here to watch Spencer Rattler last week.
Lincoln was coming to watch his QB that he's going to have in about a year and a half. Back deep for the Pioneers, you have number 23. That's Quentin Powell. We call him Q. He's Superman in a phone booth fast. Q is probably the fastest kid on the team. And to join him is Dillon Stephenson, number 28.
Correct.
And for the Jaguars, let's see, kicking off for Boulder Creek is Calvin Toe, number 1.
You know what's interesting is that a lot this season we've seen Pinnacle start off on offense, where traditionally they're they like to start out on defense. So a little different. I don't know if it's a testament to the coin toss or this is where Coach Zupke would prefer it this year.
So here we go, folks. Game's getting ready to go underway, and it's a little bit of a squib kick. That's going to be returnable. Dillon's going to pick it up at about the 5. He's at the 10, 15, 20. Make some room over the middle. He's got a little bit of room. Going to cut it to the outside up to the 25, and finally taken down maybe around the 26.
So Stephenson was tackled by number 1, Calvin Toe.
That's the kicker.
The kicker.
So I'll be curious to see how they come out this week, Tim.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see if they're going to kind of come out and run the ball or if they're going to come out and let Spencer throw away.
High-powered offense for Pinnacle, folks. Record-setting offense on many of the things they've done this year. They're going to actually come out in the spread with trips to the left, actually quads left. 4 receivers to the left. Spencer in the shotgun with the single back. This is another different look. Spencer's going to look to his left. It's a quick screen over to Parker Red. He's going to grab it and try to squeeze up. No, not a lot of room. Maybe a loss of a yard or two.
We got our first penalty flag. First play of the game, first penalty flag was thrown.
We're seeing a lot of different formations this year from Pinnacle.
Yeah, a little bit different. So
that offensive line for Pinnacle has just done a fantastic job this year. You know, Luke Verbalitis, you saw that he is the center. Your left tackle is Big Ben Fox. He's got some recruiting in AU with an offer. Ashenbrand, number 72, just received an offer and accepted from Princeton. Also done a great job for him. And I believe that's number 70 is 70 in there. That's Matt Mickelson. He's a 285-pounder. Big kids, these linemen are.
So that must have been a holding call because they just walked off 10 on the Pioneers. So.
And you've got Milbreath in there at right tackle, number 77. So that's your wide receivers. Number 7 is Parker Red. 22 is Jack Jepson. 88 is Hayden Hatton. He's the leading receiver. And you've got number 21 split out for the Pioneers as well, and that is Jacob Brady. Spencer's going to hand it off this time. It's a run, and there's a little bit of a hole, maybe 6 yards. That's Covington.
Number 1.
Yep. That'll bring us to a second down, and I want to say 16. Boulder Creek's got a better defense than what we saw last week.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, but you know, Pioneers they're showing something that we haven't seen so far. I mean, they're heavy to one side or the other, and they're doing the same thing now to the other.
Yeah, quads left again. Jacob Brady, who's usually running back, is lining up at receiver, and Spencer's going to hand it off again on the open set. And this time there's going to be a nice move up the middle. Was that Covington again, I believe?
It was Covington.
Okay, so he's going to pick up about 6. That's going to lead us with the 3rd and 6 from the 20, we'll call it the 27, 28-yard line.
So Pinnacle's got a lot of these yards back. I mean, we're going to call it a 3rd and 9.
Well, there's some good athletes on the other side of the field for Boulder Creek, and one that you're going to have to watch for is number 10. That's Hendricks Johnson. Plays both sides of the ball. So we're going to come out. We're going to motion over 2 trips. And
Spencer, that's going to be offsides there.
Yeah.
False start. That's going to back the Pioneers up.
So we had movement. 2 early penalties. We had a pretty good week last week as it relates to. We didn't have any turnovers. And
oh, no, they're calling that offsides.
Okay, there we go. That works. So that's going to create a 3rd and short. We'll call it 4. So that moves the ball up to the 32-yard line for the Pioneers.
I actually thought that penalty was on Jepson, number 22, that move, because he went right across the line. But he saw a move, so.
He probably saw somebody jump. So we're going to come out with trips to the right. Spencer is in the shotgun. Tight end, actually split receiver to the left. Spencer's going to look over to his right. He's going to hit Jacob Brady with a nice catch, and that's first down yardage at 42.
Exactly. Well, that's great to see some momentum start right out of the gate. You know, a couple of penalties slow this series up a little bit, but now Pinnacle's going to get into this no-huddle offense, and I got a feeling they're going to move right down the field.
Spencer under center this time, still trips to the left, and this time we're going to hand it off over to Junton to the left side. Makes a little bit of a move, looking for a hole, and he's going to get a tough 4 or 5 yards up the left side, maybe.
You know, very patient runner in Junton, and you know, he just follows his blocks, and then when he sees that hole, he explodes right through.
And he's got some jets. When he gets into the open field, he does have good speed. Pinnacle's loaded at the running back position, folks, and they're all underclassmen. Spencer in the shotgun, quads to the right. This time he's going to fake to the quick screen, and he is going to go up top. He's looking for Jepson, and through the hands. Good throw by Spencer. Through it, really, the only person that could catch it was Jepson. Tough catch, but he couldn't come down with it. So that'll create a 3rd and 6 for the Pioneers from the 46.
You know, that was a catchable ball. I think it went right through his hands like that, right? He was watching the sideline. He took his eyes off it for a second because he wanted to see where he was.
Yep, if you take a look at the replay here, folks, good tough running up the middle. So 3rd down and 6. This time we're going to go twins to the right, split left, 2 backs. And Spencer's going to hand it off up the middle, looking for tough yardage. And, boy, it's going to be close, but I think we're going to be about a yard shy. That was Juntman. Call it a 4th and 1, I guess.
4th and 1, and the tackle was made by number 45, Miles Henderson, for Boulder Creek.
Pinnacle offensive line is going to have a bigger test this week than what they saw last week. Trips to the right, Spencer under center. Actually, it's quads right with Jacob in the slot. And again, we had somebody jump. And are we going to get the flag? Spencer stood up and said, hey, let's move this thing 5. And yes, they're going to.
So that's going to be a first down for the Pioneers.
Good move and leadership by the quarterback. You know, if there's a time where there's a pause like that and it's apparent, look at the referee and go, hey, come on, guys, let's get this call.
Well, Juntanen came out, number 25. Covington came back into the game as a substitution there.
And we're staying in that quads right formation. So 4 receivers to the right, single back, Spencer under center. And he's going to throw it back behind the line to Parker Red, who's going to look to throw, and he's going to throw it over to the left-hand side, and Spencer's there for the reception.
That's Covington.
Covington, all the way down to the 20-yard line. That's the 3rd or 4th time this year we've seen that double pass?
Yeah, that was great. The first time we saw the double pass, it was Spencer Rattler on the receiving end.
Yes, so if we get we'll replay there. So heading back up, it's a first down for the Pioneers at the 21-yard line. Spencer under center. It's going to be a handoff over to the right-hand side. That's Juntman. He's got a little bit of a hole. He's up to the 10, down to the 9-yard line. First down and goal for the Pioneers.
Well, you know, this is something. I'm sure Boulder Creek has watched Pinnacle on film as we're watching that replay there. We've watched the Pioneers on film, but, you know, they're giving them a totally different look here tonight.
They're good at coming up with different formations, and that's great because it's going to prepare you for later in the year to where the kids have reps with a lot of different looks.
Correct.
So first and goal for the Pioneers. Now we're going to go into a bunch formation, and there are 3 backs in the backfield. That really is more like the wing tee. Spencer is going to actually go down. He's going to get sacked for a loss of about 3.
That was Hatman, number 22, Murphy Hatman.
So triple backfield, 3 backs in the backfield for the Pioneers. And Boulder Creek does a nice job of getting penetration.
So that'll bring a 2nd and goal.
So we come out with trips to the left now. Spencer in the shotgun. We're going to go to the air. He's looking for his best target. That's Hatton, and that's 6 points, folks.
6 points, quick and easy.
Hayden Hatton has been tearing it up last year. That is touchdown number 10 on the year for Hayden Hatton. Great play, good throw by Spencer, and if you got single coverage on Hayden Hatton, that's tough.
Well, you know, here's what made that play work, in my opinion here. How long did Rattler have that ball? Split second, and it was out.
Yeah.
You know, Hatton was there, hit the corner. He's only got 14 yards to go, and boom.
So, folks, tonight you don't have Jacob Veach in. I think Jacob's banged up a little bit this evening, so you have. Take a look at the replay by Dillon Stephenson. Watch this throw by Spencer. Throws a dart. Hatton right there. Pretty good coverage. Tough to cover. Dillon Stephenson gets the extra point through. Jacob Veach is the normal kicker who just got off.
Rich here coming you from the, I don't know where we are, the north end zone. We just put up 7 on the board. That was a beautiful pass to number 88, Hayden Hatton. It was perfectly timed, over the shoulder, turned right into the corner, untouched.
Yeah,
gentlemen, we're going to do some interviews today. We'll come back to you shortly.
Thank you, Rich. Thank you very much. In any event, 2 big things with Jacob Veach, their normal kicker. He got offered by Northern Arizona this week, so congratulations to Jacob. Unfortunately, he's out tonight, but Dillon Stephenson, the 3-year starter at corner, is a stud soccer player as well.
That's why they got him kicking.
So Dillon can also boot the ball. He's just a great athlete. You'll see him on all over the field, folks, on every side of the ball. But that's a nice weapon to have when your normal weapon, who's fantastic in Veach, is out. You got another kid that can kick.
Well, that's just it. So you're going to see Stevenson kick off tonight, number 28, which is going to be interesting because I'm sure he practiced that a little bit this week. And, so is he going to kick with the inside of his toe or the outside? How does that work as a soccer player there?
Well, and on kick return, they have some dangerous returners, folks. You need to take a look for number 22. That's Hartman, who's pretty tough back there on the right-hand side. He's had some long returns. He's got 234 yards. Or 234 yards on the season, so that's number 22. Also back with him is number 3, and that is Barkett. That's Hunter Barkett, and he's had 154 yards in returns, so they're actually pretty tough from the return perspective. And Dillon's going to give him a chance. Here, it's going to be Barkett that gets it at about the 15. He's going to look up towards the middle to 20, 25, and he's got a little bit of a crease, taken down at about the 35-yard line. So
and that was Stephenson, number 28, that tackled him for the Pioneers.
It's going to be a bigger test for this special teams unit tonight because you have Veach who typically gets it into the end zone. Correct. It's going to be a lot tougher. So,
well, you know, after the Pioneers score, you just got to get a penalty, so
yeah.
So he kicks a little bit closer.
Yeah,
I think that'll work.
That's true. Let's see, 1st and 10 from the 36 for Boulder Creek. And who are they going to have a quarterback tonight? They've been shuffling a couple of different kids in. Tonight it's going to be number 2. That's Kaden Austin at quarterback for Boulder Creek.
He's a junior.
Going to come out with twins to the right, split left, shotgun formation, and he's going to look over to his left-hand side, and they're going to go deep right away to their big tight end. Ball is overthrown. That's number 88, and that's one of the kids that we have to really be careful of tonight, and that is James Reed.
Well,
Good
you know, Stephenson was step for step with Reed on that coverage right off of his shoulder, and that ball was just thrown out of reach.
Well, Reed's 6'5", 230, so
big receiver.
Yeah, he's going to be a big kid that we have to really be careful of tonight. In fact, he's got offers from Brown, Columbia, and Adams State, among others. So Austin back in the shotgun again, and he's going to hand the ball off over to the right-hand side. Pretty good defense that side by the Pioneers. Good stop on D.
Patrick Serrano.
Yep, number 5, Bennett Leby was in on the mix, and I didn't catch the others. Your starting defense for the Pioneers.
Marcuson, number 99.
You got Hayden Hatton starting again this week at the Mike linebacker. He's number 42. Number 4 is Thans Dixon, the right side linebacker. Number 44 is Carricker, your left side linebacker. Your defensive line, you got number 9, Braden Smurs. You've got number 99 for the Pioneers, who's had a fantastic year, and that is Marcuson. And we'll get to the other starters here in a bit. Austin coming out in a 3rd and 11 with double twins. He's going to look over to his right. He's under pressure. He's going to go down. Great job. Hayden Hatton was in there, and who else, Tim?
That was Hatton.
Yeah, Hayden Hatton with another sack, and that's going to force a 4th down.
So that's nice, a 3 and out right off the bat. That was for Samak Wabu, number 52, also at the bottom of that pile.
Big Sam, he's a regular D lineman that shuffles in and out, along with Corley Thompson, and you'll see Ashenbrand in there some.
So Dillon Stephenson's going to get a lot of work tonight. He's one of the D men as well as Q, number 23. So Stevenson's playing defense.
There
kicking.
Comes the punt. It's a great punt, actually. Boy, did he boom that ball. Goodness. And it's going to roll all the way down to the 5. Oh, my gosh, they couldn't have dialed that up any better.
Yeah.
All the way down to the 5-yard line. Wow.
Yeah, that's a phenomenal punt.
He kicked that ball from the 20-yard line, guys. That's a 75-yard punt in the
60
air.
Plus.
He's going to have a 1 putt from there.
Yeah.
Is that a gimme, Rich, in your golf game?
That's inside the leather.
All right, so your Pinnacle offense takes over. 6 minutes, 10 seconds left in the first quarter, folks. It's 7-0 Pioneers.
Folks, one of our championship-level sponsors this year, our championship-level sponsor of the year, is Chick-fil-A, proud to be the 2017 championship sponsor, providing a generous support to the Pinnacle football program throughout the season. There's a new way to please the crowd. Chick-fil-A in Paradise Valley, located at 12031 North Tatum in Phoenix. Tatum and Cactus. Stop by and let them know you're a Pinnacle fan. They didn't invent the chicken, just the sandwich. Eat more chicken. Visit chickfil-a.com for details.
All right, folks, here we go. Spencer Rattler leading. He is the number 1 QB in the nation for the junior class, leading the Pioneers. It's going to be handoff up the middle and tough yardage, maybe 3. I think it was Juntman. Let's wait and see. 25? I believe so. So that's going to bring up a 2nd and 8 for the Pioneers. Congratulations, by the way, to the freshmen in JV for big wins this week. Again, JV still undefeated.
The freshmen had a little bit more of a struggle. JV won big last night. Rich is going to get the scores on those games for us.
Spencer under center.
I have them right in front of me.
Spencer's going to throw. He's under pressure. He escapes it. Goes to his left. Look out, folks. He's going to unload that cannon. And it's downfield for Q. And the ball goes up, and it is incomplete. Landed at the 45-yard line. Spencer threw it
50.
from the...
Yeah, 55-yarder.
55 yards, about 55 yards in the air. But he threw it from the left hash.
Yeah, which is
Yeah,
tough.
that's a tough throw over to the right hash. And Boulder Creek sent some pressure.
So that was great. I mean, Q was queuing on the ball there. So not to make a pun there, but he also had to play a little bit of defense too on that play.
So that's going to create a 3rd and 7 for your Pioneers. Spencer in the shotgun. We're going to go to twins to the right. 2 backs in the backfield. Going to motion to trips with Jacob Brady. Spencer's going to look over to the right. Flag is thrown.
Yeah,
Spencer's got some room, but he's going to unload it for a pass that's incomplete over the middle, intended for Parker Red.
yeah, I got to think that one's coming back, though.
Well, if it's a holding call, they'll probably decline and force a fourth down, because that would bring up fourth down for the Pioneers if it is on the offense. Rich, you got Rich wandering around. I thought our producer Evan was Rich. So
that's going to be against penalties against the Pioneers. They're going to decline it, so that's going to bring up a fourth down here.
All right.
So here you got a weapon, Spencer Rattler, coming in the punt.
Yes, the fun punt formation, where we've seen we've converted on a number of, I don't know if you want to call them fake punts. We come out in an offensive formation, and Spencer has the option of either going for it or punting, depending on what he sees. But at our own 5-yard line, can't imagine that he's going to probably fake this, but you never know. Number 2 is Spencer Rattler, folks. And Spencer's going to take a look. He's actually going to go for it. It's complete to Dillon Stephenson for a first down. Just when you think there's no way they're going to go for it at their own 5-yard line, holy cow.
I personally,
if we can get a replay on this, Steve, if you have a chance, that'd be great.
I think the odds were better for him to throw that than punt it. And that's exactly what they did there.
Wow, fantastic. We've converted on that so much this year. It's just
hard to defend. Hard to defend.
Right. Well, the refs are talking about something. I'm not sure what the deal is. Spencer doesn't look happy about it. Here's your replay, folks. Watch this. Spencer is lined up to punt. Well, we got 3 receivers to the right, one of which is Dillon Stephenson.
I think that one's coming back.
So Spencer's going to say, am I going to punt? Nope. I'm just going to unload this thing real quick to Dillon on a 10-yard out pattern, and bam, first down. But to your point, it is coming back, isn't it?
It is.
Okay, so now that's going to create 4th and
well, there's half the distance. It's the same play, basically.
Yeah.
They lost, a yard?
So 4th and 10 from our own 4-yard line, 7-0 lead, 5 minutes, 15 seconds left, first quarter.
I think they do it again.
They might. It's hard to say.
I think they do it again.
Spencer's got a lot of confidence in this formation, or they may boot. We'll have to see. So Spencer this time, he is going to kick it, and he's going to kick it over to the left, and we've got good coverage downfield by Q. And look at that tackle by Quentin Powell.
Right
Superman
there.
in a phone booth. Holy cow.
Fastest guy in the field. So that ball was, the return man for that was number 22, which was Hartman, but Q number 23 was right down there.
There's the danger of that formation. You have Q from the left side streaking down the field, and if you do kick it, you're going to end up with really a pretty good job kicking out of our end zone. I mean, they've got 1st and 10 from, I guess, the 43. So pretty good field position, but nice job. Watch this replay, folks. Watch number 23 on the left-hand side just bolt down the field. Look at him. Bam, he's gone. And once the ball catches up, it's there. It's perfect. So in any event, Boulder Creek on offense. It's going to be a fake handoff, and Austin's going to look over to his right-hand side. The ball is complete to number 21 for the Jaguars.
Big hit by Levy, number 5 there. So that's going to be enough for a Jaguars first down.
And that's Solera for the Boulder Creek offense. And you're right, that is going to give them a first down. You got to look out for number 10, Hendricks Johnson, as well for the Jaguars. That's one of their weapons that they have. He's played quarterback and receiver this year. Good athlete, somebody we need to keep an eye on. So Boulder Creek with a first down at the 30-yard line. Austin's going to come out. They've got twins to the left, twins to the right, and they've got Johnson actually lined up at the tailback position. He's going to motion out to trips, so empty set. And we're under pressure, and again he's going to go down. This time number 81 for the Pioneers.
That's
on the
Sunday.
sack.
Shane Sunday.
He's a sophomore, folks.
Correct.
This kid's going to be around for a while, and boy, is he a talent. Look at that.
Came through that line very, very fast, and he was on Austin like glue.
That's the third sack, I think the second sack of the year for Shane Sunday, number 81.
So we've got just had almost 4 minutes here and clicking in the first quarter here where the Pioneers are still on top 7-0.
So we're going to have double twins formation again for Boulder Creek with Austin back there. And again, Hendricks Johnson this time is going to motion after trips to his left. And we're going to go for the home run ball, Boulder Creek is. And Tucker Parrish is the closest one there, number 18, not quite going to get it.
Yeah, that's tough play to defend there, but Tucker Parrish does a great job.
Shout out to Tucker. He got his 4th offer this week.
Yeah.
So he's got 4 colleges that have offered. That's number 18, your safety. He's played both sides of the ball throughout the years for the Pioneers. Done a great job this year. In fact, Tucker's got an interception, a fumble recovery, and a sack. So he's got a hat trick going. Going to bring up 3rd and 20, folks. Pinnacle's coming out, and 4-man line. Are they going to send any pressure? They are not. Austin's going to go to his right.
He's going to run out of room.
Doesn't have a whole lot of room down there. Does almost complete the ball, did they?
Nope,
no.
That's incomplete.
Hayden Hatton on the coverage, number 42.
And
So
that ball was intended for Hartman, number 22.
So here's an interesting thought. They're down 7-0, Boulder Creek is, with 3:44 left. The ball is at the 39-yard line.
They're going to punt.
They are going to punt. They're going to try to pin them deep. But it's 4th and 20, so it's a pretty tough one to try to pick up. But you got to be aware of the fake in this situation.
Well, not only that, and, it's going to be a punt, I would think, towards the corner or something like that. I mean, he hit a 50-plus one last time, so, real easy to kick this one into the end zone.
And he does angle for the right side. Powell is going to fumble the ball. Oh, that's, wow. That's going to be first down Boulder Creek at the 2-yard line. So first mistake of the game by the Pioneers that's going to hurt them.
Yep, and Q should have let that one go. I got to think that one went right in the end zone. He was trying to make something happen.
Well, he actually had a fair catch-up at the 2-yard line. And he'll learn in film. That's one of the things the younger players learn. Quentin's only a junior. That if it's coming down to the 2-yard line, get out of the way.
Yeah.
So, in any event, okay, some adversity early, folks. With a 7-0 lead, 3:36 left, Boulder Creek's got first and goal from our 2-yard line.
So this is, I want to call this is Boulder Creek's gimme.
Maybe. This would be a great stand for the defense.
Yeah.
So you do have Austin under center with 2 backs in the backfield. I think they're going to try to plow it right up the middle. Yes, they are. And it's a handoff up the middle. And
no signal?
No signal, and a flag came in late. So we do have a late flag, and he didn't get in. So it's going to be second down and goal from inside the 1. Big Sam, number 52, checking in. Akwabu, right? Sam Akwabu. Akwabu. He's a 300-pounder, folks. So when you need to plug the middle, that's a pretty good kid to do it.
That's one of the corks in the Pinnacle
Shane Sunday
defensive
also.
line.
Yep. 71, Lucas Jarvis has done a great job in there throughout the year also. Corley Thompson, 56. And you got Ashenbrand, number 72, coming in as well. So they're going to give that a first and goal from the 1 now. So the penalty was on us.
On us.
Okay. Well, this is the definition of your back up against the wall for sure. They have first and goal from the 1. Bunch formation, quarterback sneak, and I don't think he got there. That was good penetration up the middle.
No signal again.
Is it a fumble? Pioneers may have come up with that ball, and if they did, what an amazing play.
See him sort it out here.
They're trying to figure it out. You saw somebody.
I see a second down come up. I see number 2 come up.
So they're not going to give it to him, but wow, what great penetration in the middle of that line by the Pioneer defense.
So, this is a little testament. I was reading some of the Twitter feeds on the freshman game, and the freshmen stopped the freshman Boulder Creek team twice on goal line stands from getting in. So maybe it'll roll off into the varsity here.
Second and goal, and a handoff over to the right-hand side. This time he's going to get in, and that's going to bring the score to 7-6. PHC pending.
Took them 4 tries.
Took them 4 tries, but they got in. And, this might be good for us to have a little bit of a scare and some adversity early after a runaway victory last week, scoring 77 points.
Well, the thing is that, I'm sure Pinnacle is pretty heavily favored in this game. And, sometimes, the kids lay off a little bit because they've got that confidence on their shoulders here, especially coming off of big numbers from last week. So, this is a reality check that it can go either way.
I would agree.
And
that
blocked.
kick is going to be blocked by number 44, Carricker. Picked up by Dillon Stephenson, but it's not returnable. So the Pioneers will keep a 1-point lead with that. Another great play on special teams.
2:40 left in the first quarter here. Pioneers on top, 7-6. Folks, our touchdown level sponsor is Marley's at Desert Ridge. Marley's brings the best part of families, friends, and sports fans together. Serving up our varsity team meals on game days, a testament to great service, excellent food, and a welcoming atmosphere for our community. The Marley's brand wouldn't be much without their loyal guests. This is the place to go on Friday nights after the varsity games. Come join the fun. Catch the highlights on Friday Night Fever with the Pioneer fans. Visit marleys.com for details.
Thank you, Marleys. And you just saw the replay of that block. Good special teams play. Have we taken one back this year, guys? I'm not sure if we have. I can look at our stats, but I don't
think so, Todd.
I don't think so. I'm looking for TDs. No, I don't see it there. Maybe tonight. Maybe tonight's the night for that. You see Quentin Powell, 23 back, and number 28, Dillon Stephenson. I'm going to give a quick shout out to the to the nice area that we have, Boulder Creek did a nice job giving us some room to operate up here. We've had to broadcast games before, folks, where we're literally crammed into the stands. We actually have room here. It's kind of nice.
I like it.
So 2:40 left in the first quarter. Rich, what do you think?
Hey, and unfortunately, I probably wouldn't have caught it around the third, or tried to catch it fair catch either at the 3-yard line.
Yeah.
He'll learn.
But
They're kids.
But got it.
They learn.
That's right. And you know what? We blocked it, so we're up by 1.
And we have an interesting formation. Take a look at this, folks. They're all bunched up. What are they going to do? Are we going to see some onside kicks coming from Boulder Creek and their kickoff crew?
I don't think so.
Or are they going to spread out and then boot it? We're bunched up and they're bunched up. It's a little bit of a chess game here. And they've got all 11 right there to our 6 guys that are up. This will be interesting. And they are going to spread out. Okay. I don't know if they just take a look at that and they see an opportunity, go for a quick onside.
Well, either that or they're calling the play. He's letting them decide.
So it is an onside kick, folks. Look out. And I think they touched it before 10 yards, but they may give it to them. Let's see. Referees have to sort this out.
Does it have to go 10 yards before somebody touches it?
It has to go 10 yards before they can recover.
Well, let's see if we can see a
recover
replay.
or touch it.
Yeah, if you perhaps, but the referees are talking about it was close. It looked to me like it was the 49-yard line. That's what it looked like to me, and that's what head coach Dana Zupke is arguing. Guy got bowled over.
I think they touched it.
There's the flag because it actually was touched at the 49-yard line, not the 50, folks, and it's got to get to the 50 for you to recover that.
I think it was touched even before the 49. Let's see it again.
Well, it might be too late to get it. So what are they going to call here? Hold on. We're trying to sort this out. The referees are meeting on this to see who saw what. And here's the thing with our replay, folks. Unless we get it right away, we can't do it because we're going back on the YouTube feed. So, Steve, that's okay. We'll try to do a better job when we want to replay it, giving you a quick shout-out on that. That's going to be on us. The referees are still thinking about this.
Is that a bench warning?
I don't know if it's a bench warning on Pinnacle.
No.
Pinnacle football.
Pinnacle
okay.
football, so you got it too early.
This isn't a homer call. I really believe it's the right call because the kid touched the ball.
So do I, and he got plowed over. You're absolutely right.
Yeah, and the front return guy absolutely got leveled by 2 or 3 kids for sure. So Pinnacle's going to get the ball on offense. Our offense is out on the field. Let's see what they're going to do. All right, so they're going to go back 10 yards. So this is really as good as it could get because we've got 1st and 10 from the 39-yard line after the referees took them a while to sort out what they wanted to do. But in any event, your record-setting offense is out on the field.
Well, this is a good series here for Pinnacle to make a statement. You got 2:39 and clicking here, folks, as soon as they start the game clock.
Yeah, well, you come in here, and it's a fired-up team that's playing at home. They had a big win last week. They started off 0-4. They've won their last 2. And they made a couple of changes.
Another penalty. That's unsportsmanlike. That's 15.
Okay, so goodness.
Wow,
all right.
3 yards going all the way.
Well, yeah, we've just got 25 yards the easy way, if you will. Twins to the left with Jepson and Parker Red. Hayden Hatton split to your right. Spencer's in the gun. Jacob Brady in the up fullback position is going to go in motion. And Spencer fakes, and he's going to run it up the middle, folks. Look at it. He's over to the left-hand side. He's got some room, and Spencer can absolutely run the ball down to the 9-yard line. Fake pitch to Jacob Brady. So, great job on that.
Well, there's a white flag on the field. I don't know where that's Spencer's towel or it is.
All right, so Spencer's going to pick up his towel. That will create 1st and goal for the Pioneers from the 9-yard line. They're going to come out with trips to the right. Spencer's under center. We do have, actually, Jacob Brady lined up as a stand-up tight end. It's going to be a run over to the right-hand side. We got a little bit of room. Caleb Covington.
Yeah, he had to be careful there. They had his hand on the ball there. Covington pulled it in and went down.
So it's going to be 2nd and goal from the 10. See if we stay in that same formation. Trips to the right. Split left. Offset I formation. And Spencer's going to hand it to Junton. He's got a huge hole up the middle, and he's going to score. Look out, that's a touchdown. Amalik Juntonen, excuse me, with another one on the year.
So, like I said, 3 plays and we're in. I like it.
I do too. And Junton on the year, that's TD number 7. So that's the 7th time on the ground.
Somebody's shaking up on the play there.
And number 25, folks, as you see him walk off the field, 426 yards on the year, and that's touchdown number 7. He's a flat-out weapon. Watch this blocking up front, though. That hole is gigantic. Tim, I think I could run through that hole.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, that's a huge hole.
Pinnacle players shaking up on that play there. Jacob Brady, number 21, he was really slow to get up, kind of limping off the field there a little bit.
Well, Jacob, he's been doing a lot with the lead blocks. And Dillon Stephenson getting a chance to kick. Let's see if he can go 2 for 2 on PATs. That's number 28, Tucker Parrish with the hold. And Dillon's got a pretty good leg.
He makes that look easy.
Nice job, Dillon.
I'd say he
guys,
I can
Rich,
hit a
the
30 or
roving
40
reporter,
yarder.
coming to you again from the north end zone after the score. It looked like, I'm not sure, Todd, a 7-yard run by ham and cheese omelet. It was awesome. So we're up now, 14-6.
Ham and cheese omelet. It's omelet Juntonen.
Ham
and cheese omelet. That's a new one. So, all right, so 1:59 left in the first quarter. We are now up by 8.
I think Rich needs to go back to class. You have him on the field like this, I don't know, or study hall or something like that. He's got to get these guys right. Nah, he's just having fun out there.
Well, the last time we had our kickoff team out here with Dillon, he doesn't quite have the leg strength that Veach does. And we've got 2 very good returners in Boulder Creek that are back there. So they had good field position. I want to say around the 36 the first time. I'll be curious to see if we continue going deep or if we start squib kicking or what the strategy may be.
I mean, it's interesting to see how he does this. I mean, sometimes a bullet kick is better with something like this, Hoping that ball bounces around in there and it's live.
And it is going to go over to the right-hand side, a little bit shorter. Good kick. Picked up at around the 20 and good open field tackle. Wow. Is that Juntonen?
Yep. Yes.
Ham and cheese omelet Juntonen. I'm not going to do that next time. But Juntonen with another fantastic. Watch this replay, folks, and see if we can get it to come up here in just a bit. And here we go. Boulder Creek going to take over. Here's your replay, folks. Take a look to the left-hand side and watch number 25. That's the one who just scored. That's Juntonen, the running back, also playing special teams. High kick by Dillon. Good job. Picked up on just one bounce, but right away he's taken down at the 20-yard line. Fantastic job by Juntonen. All right, on defense, your secondary tonight. You've got number 18, Tucker Parrish. You got number 5, which is Bennett Levy. Number 28 is Dillon Stephenson, who's also been kicking tonight. And over on the left is number 23, Quentin Powell. You got Corley Thompson in at tackle and Big Sam in there as well. Like on this series, looks like. Boulder Creek's going to fake. They're going to try to go over the middle, and Tucker Parrish is the closest one. They're trying to get the ball to their weapon, number 10, Hendricks Johnson. Last week, Hendricks Johnson, he started the first 3 or 4 games at quarterback for Boulder Creek this year. They switched him over to wide receiver a couple of weeks ago. He had 4 touchdowns and 265 yards.
Yeah, but, I mean, he's got, a tough defense with Tucker Parrish back there as a safety and Levy. And, Dillon Stephenson's been the one matched up against him, and he's obviously one of the better corners for Pinnacle, too, as a 3-year starter.
Yeah. And Quentin got a lot of time last year, too. So they're going to come out with trips to the left, including Johnson, number 10. Keep an eye out for him. Tucker's covering him up. They're going to roll to the left on a design rollout, look for the out pattern, and it is complete to Johnson. And Tucker holds on. It's going to be a first down for Boulder Creek at the 34-yard line. They basically ran a flood route to the left side. What that means is you're going to have one guy run off, the outside guy, and the second guy do about a 12-yard out.
Yeah, Tucker Parrish was just a little deep to cover that, So
and he's an athlete.
Good play. It is. Good play. But, Tucker Parrish can also bring the hammer.
Oh, he will. Yeah, so Tucker will hit you for sure. That's what they're going to have to look for because they're going to try to find a way to get the ball into number 10's hands. I can guarantee that. Same formation, this time to the right side. They're going to go shotgun with trips to the right. This time Levy's going to be on him. Same exact play, I think. It is. Only this time they hit the hook pattern, and it's complete for a gain of about 8.
Quentin Powell, number 8 on the number 23 on the tackle there.
So Boulder Creek's found something they think they like on offense, and that's the designed rollouts with the trips formation. See what Pinnacle does to adjust.
Well, they're going to get it figured out.
Oh, yeah.
It's just a matter of time. They're going to get it figured out.
Pinnacle's got good coaches. Good adjustments. So 2nd down and 2 from the 33-yard line for Boulder Creek. Different formation now. Well, trips left, Twins right. Empty backfield. Let's see if we can get some pressure on him. And it's going to be over the middle. This one's going to be picked. Yes, it is. Tucker Parrish, number 18.
Yep. They're looking for kind of that zone pass in there. And that receiver, I mean, he was supposed to be in that spot. And fortunate for Pinnacle, Tucker was.
2nd interception on the year for number 18, Tucker Parrish. And that now leads the Pioneers as a squad. That's their, I want to say their 4th of the year, actually. So that's the 4th time we've gotten a takeaway through the air, and it's good to see that.
Well, like I said, Todd, it's just a matter of time before Pinnacle adjusts.
Watch this. They're trying to hit over the top, and your safety, number 18, reads this. Deep throw, pretty good ball, except Tucker is right there. Juggles it for a bit and then comes down with it. Brought the cookie to the freezer,
I like
as they
that.
say. So Pinnacle still in the first quarter, folks. It's 1 minute, 1 second left, 14-6 lead. Now, sometimes you'll see this in football. I wouldn't be surprised. When you come right off a turnover and you've got momentum, you take a deep shot.
Yep.
We'll see if they may do this. Twins to the right. Parker Red split out to the right. 2 backs in the backfield. Spencer in the shotgun. He's going to look over to his right. He's under pressure right away. He's going to take off, and it's either it's no gain or they may call that a sack, maybe a loss of 1.
I was watching. Covington made a move, and he was wide open across the middle of the field, except that the pocket just collapsed too fast.
Spencer didn't have any time. I didn't notice if they sent pressure, Boulder Creek. So it's going to be 2nd down and 13. It is a loss of 2nd and 12, we'll call it, a loss of 2. I haven't really watched their line, their D-line yet, Tim. Let's see if they're lining up a 5-man front, perhaps, or if they're just very active with their backers. Yeah, they are. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They got a 6-man front. 8 guys in the box for sure. It's going to be a handoff up the middle, and not a lot of room. Boulder Creek's crowding the box.
Hogan Hatton, number 42 on the carry there.
Yeah, when you watch the defense, if you've got 6 guys right on the line and 2 backers right there, they call that 8-man in a box. Their gamble is they want to get pressure on the QB quickly on a throw, and they're going to try to plug every run hole. Now, it's a dangerous defense because if Pinnacle gets past that, 6 points.
So that's the end of the first quarter here, folks, where the Pioneers are on top 14-6. Fitzmaurice Hand Institute, one of our Pinnacle sponsors this year. Proud new sponsor of Pinnacle football for 2017. Come visit the experts at 8841 East Bell Road in Scottsdale. Fitzmaurice also provides hand and wrist urgent care. They are the carpal tunnel specialists using leading-edge treatment and technology. Come experience the comfort and caring and get back to doing the things you love. Visit them at fitzhand.com for details.
All right, so heading into the second quarter, 8-point lead. Very potent Pinnacle offense. I ran into a kind of an interesting stat. You're going to like this, Tim. So this year we've played 3 teams that also played teams that are top 15 in the nation, right? Centennial, Chandler, and Mountain Point have all played teams ranked in the top 15 in the country. If you take a look at the points that our offense scored against that common opponent, meaning Centennial, Chandler, and Mountain Point, it is much more than what those national teams scored on them.
Wow.
So our Pinnacle offense put up like
numbers. Wow.
Yeah,
That's
we've outscored 3 top 15 teams in the nation in terms of offensive production.
That's a great statistic.
So 3rd and 11. You got Twins to the right, double tight this time with a single back, and try to give a little more time for Spencer, and they do buy it. Spencer's going to dial it up deep, and he's got a wide open Jepson. He catches it down at the 40.
Oh, my
Tries
God.
to keep his feet to the 30-yard line. Good catch by Jepson.
Almost got loose there.
So there's your adjustment. If they're going to send 6 guys in the box in our spread, you put 2 tight ends in there to give them a little bit of time, and Spencer's going to just laser it down the field for a 30-yard completion.
Hunter Burkett, number 3 on the tackle there and coverage for Boulder Creek.
Good adjustment. Now you're seeing number 42. That's Hogan Hatton coming in at the tight end position, and his brother Hayden's lined up in the a slot near where the tight end usually is. So a little bit more of a bunch. It's going to be a quick pitch, and Hayden's going to run the ball this time. He's got a little bit of a room, maybe 4 yards.
That's right.
So
Covington out, Junton in.
that'll bring up 2nd down and 6 for the offense. Quentin Powell checking in, Hogan checking out. No, he's not. They're going to split him over to the left. So Twins right, Hatton to the left. I formation. Spencer's going to hand the ball off up the middle. No room for Junton. Pretty good defensive play by Boulder Creek, number 46.
We got a flag on the play there. Van Geisel, number 46, but there's a flag on the play.
Van Geisel is their second leading tackler. He's a kid that you have to keep an eye on. He has 42 coming in tonight. So sort out what the penalty is. Did you see? Was it face mask maybe?
I'm not sure. I didn't see it.
Certainly a tougher test than what we saw last week. I figured that would be the case coming in. Boulder Creek's defense on the year, I think they're giving up on average about 368 yards a game, I want to say.
So that penalty is going to be against Boulder Creek. So that is a personal foul, and that's also going to give the Pioneers a first down. So I'm not sure what the call was.
Well, that'll create 1st and 10. It is. They're giving up on average about 350 yards a game. So, Desert Mountain was giving up 500. So,
yeah, wow.
Little difference. We've got twins to the right. Juntman's going to go in motion. Double tight formation for the Pioneers. And again,
Pinnacle's going to call a timeout.
Okay.
Yeah, timeout Pioneers. I mean, a little bit of confusion. Spencer and Junton were arguing back and forth there a little bit where he should be. Junton and hopping from the left to the right, and they figured they might as well just take a timeout and talk about it.
Well, the numbers on the year, we keep talking about the production we've seen from the offense. Spencer on the year, 126 for 189, 1,761 yards, 19 touchdowns to 8 picks. And if you on the ground, 118 yards rushing for Spencer there. So pretty good.
Impressive.
Yeah, absolutely. So 1st and 10 for the Pioneers at the 15. Going to have Hogan Hatton split off to the right. We've got Quentin Powell, number 23, and Parker Red to the left. Spencer in the gun. Juntman in the backfield. And we've got Hayden Hatton over to the right-hand side in the wing formation. Spencer's going to fake it to the middle. He's going to take it himself up the middle, and he's going to gain about 7 or 8 tough yards.
That's okay, so that's going to bring up a second. Is that enough for a first down? No, he's going to bring up a 2nd and short. Is there waiting for the play to come in?
So this drive helped out by that long catch by Jepson earlier. Good throw by Spencer. Twins to the right. We've got Q and Parker over there. Look out. Hayden split to the left. Watch that as well.
Well, you know what? I like plays like this because it also uses the clock,
Spencer's going to hit a wide open. Hogan Hatton over the middle. Touchdown, Pioneers.
So each of them got one for each brother.
Well, they always do that, don't they?
Yes, it is. So, folks, tonight we're hoping to get the Hatton's father. He goes by the name of Cheese. We're hoping to get him at halftime.
A couple of guests. We've got
Matt Higgins.
Matt Higgins, who's moving in a couple of weeks.
Yeah, ex-president for the Blue and White Club.
Well, not only that, 2 years president, but Matt also has been one of the photographers where you see all those cool pictures on the website, too.
I think he likes being a little silent.
Tonight he's watching, yes. So let's take a look. Extra play is good. But again, are we 3 for 3 with
Stevenson? We got a flag on that one, too, so see what they sort that out.
Kind of fun for Dillon to be able to do this. Are we down to Rich?
Hey, so this is Rich down at the 20-yard line. I tried to make it down to the south end, but I got blocked by all the cheer squad, so I couldn't make it. Stuck here, but was able to watch the Hatton pass in for the touchdown. So here we are, 10-16, lining up for the PAT. Looks like it should be 21-6. Rich on the sidelines, out.
There we go. Our candy-bringing Rich.
Yeah, that's all for you.
No.
Said, hey, Rich, can you go get me a big bag of candy? My wife won't get me anything for Halloween. I'm not allowed to go trick-or-treating either. So Todd's got it all up here. We'll try to pan out and get the camera. There's a lot of empty wrappers on the table.
Yeah, okay. I got dimed out last week for my hot dog. They're going to keep going with this. Well, that's going to move us back, Tim. So we're at the 9-yard line.
I still think Stevenson can make this.
Yeah, 26-yarder is what it comes down to. Dillon's got a pretty good leg. I don't recall watching him.
Well, this is good field goal practice, too, even though it's only worth 1.
So here comes Dillon, and that's a good-looking kick.
I mean.
Are you kidding me? That's a pretty good-looking kick. Wow.
Nice little backup there, huh?
Okay. Yeah, not a bad play. Holy cow. So 21-6 Pioneers, 10-16 left. Got any other sponsor shout-outs, or where are we at with that?
Well, one of our sponsors, our first and 10 sponsors, Arena Sports Grill. It's another longtime sponsor of Pinnacle Football, offering great food in a family fun-orientated neighborhood environment. From personal-sized pizzas, wings, steak, pasta, and salads, the Arena offers something for everyone. Food, sports, games, and fun. Come enjoy your favorite college or NFL football team on one of Arena's 20 HD TVs. While you're there, play a game of pool or darts. And hey, remember, Arena Sports is also your local Scottsdale off-track horse betting bar. Proud sponsor of Pinnacle Football. And another sponsor is NGL Network Global Logistics. Has over 45 years of experience in providing our customers with emergency shipping and service 24 hours a day, 365 days a year. That's right, they never close. If you miss UPS or FedEx cutoff times or need immediate warehousing support, contact NGL at 1-800-938-1809. A first and 10 sponsor of Pinnacle Football.
Here's something to keep an eye on over the last 4 regular season games. We're averaging 39.9 points a game. The 2014 team averaged 43.2. So we're behind the team that had Nick Maxey and Lewerke and my son and everybody else by 4. Be curious to see if we can catch them. So here we go. Kickoff is going to be up the middle to the 20-35. There's a little bit of a crease. Look out. And he's down finally at the 38-yard line. The ball looked like it may have squirted loose.
Carricker, number 44. Oh, wait.
Are they going to call that a fumble? Dillon Stephenson came up with it, but was he already down? That's what we need to find out if they call. It was a good return by
Well, see if we
Boulder
can
Creek.
see a replay on that. We got that injured Boulder Creek player down there shaking up on the play.
Okay, watch this replay, folks. Pretty good return. Kids, they've got weapons. Again, there's 5 or 6 kids on the other side of the ball that are really good football players. Takes it down at the 5, up to the 10, 15, 20, and did that ball come out? Boy, that kid's got pretty good speed.
That's Burkett, number 3.
Looks like it may have squirted out after he hit the ground. Well, Burkett, you know, he was
also shaken up. He was the one that was shaken up there.
So he's out. Boulder Creek's going to take over at the 38-yard line. And Austin, that's Kaden Austin, their quarterback. 2 backs in the backfield. He's going to look over to the left-hand side and throw the ball up, and good defensive play to knock that away.
You had 3 Pioneers there, Bogle, and you had Thance Dixon, as well as Leby. And then the playmaker was number 34 for the Pioneers, which is Marcus Fox.
They've got, they were trying to get the ball. I don't know if it was Hendricks they were trying to hit, or Hendricks Johnson, that's number 10. So that's going to bring up a 2nd and 10. We'll take a look at the replay here, folks. And good defensive play. I think Bennett Leby was in on coverage there, too. So motion to the right. Johnson's motioning, and they're looking over that way trying to hit him, and he's going to just chuck it up. Johnson's got a step. Who's in coverage? Are they going to throw the flag?
No.
That's Dillon Stephenson. So Johnson got behind Dillon.
But he caught him.
He caught him.
Yeah, he caught him.
That's a fun battle to watch. Now, I will tell you, because I know Johnson's dad, so I talked to him on the phone this week about this, and I saw a Facebook feed. Hendrick's speed, he was the fastest quarterback at the camp that he went to, because he was quarterback in the past, out of the entire NAU camp. So the kid's got wheels. He's really fast. And that's going to test Dillon tonight. That's going to test Leby and Tucker and all of them. They're going to have to watch and make sure. And he had 265 yards last week.
Well, Austin's pass was deep enough, but I think he had to slow up at the end, and that gave Stevenson enough time to catch him.
Yeah. Twins to the right, shotgun for Austin. He's going to roll to his right, and he's going to try to hit on a pattern, and it's complete to the 30, down to the 20, 15, 10. That's going to be a Boulder Creek touchdown. And, Tucker Parrish got behind Tucker.
Yeah, Tucker missed him on the tackler, almost had him. He tiptoed that sideline there.
Now here's Bennett Leby actually knows a lot of these kids from earlier years up here in Anthem. Yeah, so you saw him come up afterwards and congratulate him, saying, hey, good call, good catch. 21-12 is now your score. And let's take a look at this replay. Rolled to his right, and he just had a step. It was a good throw. Give him credit. And Tucker was 2 steps behind.
And Parrish doesn't miss many of those.
Well, why are we coming back? Was there a penalty we missed, guys? I didn't catch that.
Oh, maybe.
So let's hold on. They didn't. They
took those points
off the board. They took the points off the board. We're back to 21-6. I didn't catch what happened. Sorry about that, folks. We have a total blitz coming in, and they're going to get him. This time it's Vogel, number 8, or Bogle. Back in the game.
Zaire Bogle. He missed. He was out last game for a little extracurricular activity at the Mountain Point game, so he was not eligible to play.
Good to see Bogle get back in there and make a play.
Big sack.
So they sent Bogle and they sent a couple others, and I'll tell you what, that's going to create a 2nd and long, and it must have been, I don't know what the call was, if it was a hold or something that came through, but they took those points off the board for the Jaguars. So score is still 21-6. This time you've got Boulder Creek coming out in a trips to the left, and Kaden Austin is going to roll to his right. Kyle Carricker's bearing down on him, and he's going to get him. Number 44 is not only giant, boy, he's fast. Do you see the wheels on Carricker
and
off
Austin
that edge?
is shaking up a little bit on that play, too. So, the Pioneers are bringing the heat right now, big time.
Well, they've changed the strategy a little bit. They're not going to give him any time to throw. They're going to get aggressive with blitzes, and they've done that 2 plays in a row now. So a back-to-back sacks for your Pioneer linebacking crew, which is one of the best linebacking crews I've seen in this program in 4 years. Take a look at this replay, folks, with Carricker just bearing down.
Big hit.
All right, so that's going to create 3rd and forever. If you're a mathematician, we'll call it 3rd and 28 from the 45-yard line. And trips to the left.
Timeout.
Yeah, they're going to take a timeout. So here's your strategy move. Defensive coordinator Andrew Hurley, first year for the Pioneers, former player for the Pioneers. By the way, he still holds their single season sack record.
I know that. That's incredible.
18.5. That's a lot of sacks, actually. But so he decided, hey, you know what? If you're going to sit there and try to, dink and dunk us with this, we're going to send our linebackers after you. We're not going to have any time.
Well, folks, while we got this timeout, our team captain sponsor is Optimal Health. 3 keys: your health coach, your healthy eating, and your habits of health. Just takes 5 minutes to take a well-being evaluation to see how you're doing in these 3 key areas to help you create a life that matters. Get started today and go to iChooseOptimalHealth.com for details. A team captain sponsor of Pinnacle Football.
So here we are, folks. 3rd and we'll call it 28. 3rd and 28. They're going to come out with trips right, twins to the left, Austin in the shotgun. Pinnacle again sends, this time it's a 4-man line, but it doesn't matter. They're going to get to him. Oh, he escaped. Boy, what a play. Got to give him credit. It's complete, but it's not going to be for first down yardage. It's down to the 24-yard line, and we'll create
we got a late flag on the field here.
Is it a rough holding?
Not
maybe?
sure. That came after the play.
So they were able to get pressure with just the 4 linemen.
And that's going to be on Boulder Creek.
Was it a hold?
I don't know.
So another penalty on Boulder Creek. And that's going to move them back. See if we can sort it out.
Boy, Boulder Creek just can't get it together,
Well, I'll tell you what, they're playing hard. They're shooting themselves in the foot.
A lot of penalties.
They really are. And I'm glad to see Pinnacle get tested like this a little, because last week, really, we didn't. We played a clean game, and it was a blowout. So, he was over the line. So here's what happened. When he scrambled out of that pressure, he went past the line of scrimmage and threw the ball. So that makes sense. Good call by the refs. Now we're going to be 31. 4th and 31 is going to bring up a punting situation, and you're going to see Pinnacle, what they like to do is have 2 returners, and that's Stephenson and Powell back. And it's not a real, short kick, and it's going to take a bounce to the sidelines, go out about the 31-yard line.
Not a very good kick, but you know what? He had that one boomer in the first quarter, and this one came up short. So Pinnacle's going to have decent field position to start off. We got 7:41 left in the first half. Pinnacle on top, 21-6. Folks, our team captain sponsors Jimmy John's Gourmet Sandwiches is a proud sponsor of Pinnacle High School football. Jimmy John's, where the fresh and fast meet.
Well, 7:41 left in the half. I'm sure. See how aggressive Pinnacle is going to be. If we're going to try to pound it or go through the air. We got an offset I formation, and I believe that's in the fullback position. Is that Hatton? Hayden? It is, and it's going to be a handoff up the middle. Look out, he's got some room. He's at the 45, at the 50, the 45, 40, 35, 30, 25, 20, 15, 10, rumbling, bumbling, stumbling. Hayden had another touchdown. Oh, my goodness.
And a rushing touchdown. Wow.
Oh, my goodness. That reminds me of that last week when he had that gigantic play and broke 7 tackles. This time, It was rumbling, bumbling, stumbling, and putting the Jets on for about a 75-yarder. Oh, my goodness.
Incredible. All right, so Pinnacle's really starting to kind of blow this open.
Watch this, folks. He just blows over, and pretty good wheels for the big guy. Look at him go. Looks over to the right-hand side.
He saw what is it? Tanner Tommaso, number 6, kind of barreling down on him. So he said, well, we'll just make a right turn here.
So that's his 11th touchdown on the year for Hayden Hatton, number 88. Boy, him and his brother are both just unbelievable weapons. PAT is good by Dillon Stephenson.
Stephenson, perfect for the night.
So we're now to 28-6. What a weapon to be able to take Hayden, who's your leading wide receiver,
and run him.
Just put him at the fullback position and say, hey, take that 220-pound frame of yours and rumble, bumble, and stumble and put the Jets on for 70 yards.
Like I said, Tommaso was gaining on him a little bit, so Hatton just said, let's just make a little bit of a detour here, go to the right a little bit. And,
smart play.
Cut that angle down.
Well, we're scheduled to have his father on, Cheese Hatton. So we got both Hogan and Hayden. Hogan's 42, Hayden 88. Hogan playing both sides of the ball.
So we're going to get Rich to track down Cheese and bring him up here.
He's straight over to our left, Rich. You can't miss him. He's in the pink shirt. We see him, I think. So,
all right, so
both him and Higgy Man, Matt Higgins.
Cheese is committed. We got to get a camera on him because he's looking sharp tonight.
He's got the neon pink on, doesn't he?
You better hide all your candy, Todd. He's going to eat it all.
Thank you again. Are you going to bring me a pizza next time? Is that what's next on the menu?
What, for another one you want?
Yeah, exactly. You're going to eat more than one?
There really is.
Me.
There is almost a 2.5-pound bag of candy up here for Todd.
Yeah, I didn't order it, folks. It was a nice surprise.
Try to cover it up, Todd.
And you know what's really sad, Rich? He won't share.
No, he won't share. He's lying about it.
None for you.
Hope you're enjoying this, honey. All right, so here's the deep kick over to the left-hand side. Going to be taking it to 10 and over to the 15 to the 20. Pretty good coverage. Junton again. He's a monster on the kickoff, isn't he? Number 25 that brought him down at the 25-yard line.
Number 3 on the return and Junton on the tackle.
That kid's got some special team skills, too. So 7:22 left in the first half, 28-6 Pinnacle. What do you think, Rich? Should we run the annexation of Cuba on defense? What's the call? Watch this replay, folks. So good coverage again. Watch that left-hand side of the line. And, again, number 25, Junton, just blows right in there. Good tackle. Boulder Creek, still Kaden Austin at quarterback. They will put number 10 Johnson at quarterback at times, too. This time he's split out to the right. Dillon's going to play bump and run on Johnson. And they're going to throw the ball over the right-hand side. And good coverage by Bennett Levy to make sure that that's not going to hit. Bounces right up.
Yeah, way overthrown there. So
that's kind of fun to watch. If you line up, watch number 10, folks, where he lines up. That's their best receiver, I think. And then we got Dillon Stephenson, 28, that's challenging him at the line playing bump and run coverage. So he's right there saying, well, I get free bumps for 5 yards. You're not going to get a free release to fly down the field. We'll see if they dial that up again and if Dillon decides to go after him and play bump.
How's the speed that had been? Has any of them had a step on our defenders?
Well, number 10 is fast.
Yeah, he's pretty fast.
He's extremely
Stevenson
fast.
caught him up, but that was on a big play or a big pass and broke it up. But.
So they're going to run this time over to the right-hand side, and good hit coming up. Was that Bogle?
I think it was Tucker Parrish.
And Thans Dixon, number 4. Parrish is number 18.
Tucker will hit you.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, he will.
He's a
so that's
perfect product of a Pinnacle safety.
I was right down there on that when they had a touchdown, but they actually stepped out of bounds, and it was Tucker
is that what
Parrish.
It was? I was trying to figure it out. Okay.
So Tucker was on him, and Tucker was lining up for the big hit, and the guy made the one move and got around him, but he did step out of bounds. Lucky for us.
Yeah, so that's what it was that came back.
6:40 and counting left in the first half. 3rd and 6, a big down. With your Pioneers up 28-6. They're going to go twins to the left, split to the right, and it's going to be a fake handoff, play action pass, and
Character's barreling
Austin's going to throw, no good.
Yeah, Character was chasing him down, number 44 for the Pioneers.
Linebackers have been active. When they do send them, they've been extremely active.
Yep.
They've tacked onto their sack record. Coming into tonight, Pinnacle had 13 sacks on defense, and we've tacked on at least 2 more that I can recall.
That last one, that big one we had, was that Zaire or was that Thans?
That was both of them in on that.
Right.
They were both in on
Yeah.
that.
Oh, both? Okay.
Yeah, they were both in on that one.
So let's see what they're going to do on their formation. They got double twins out in their punt formation. Hendricks Johnson's their up guy. Be careful of that. No, they're going to go ahead and punt. And this one's going to be returnable. And Dillon Stephenson comes underneath it, and he's got a little bit of a run. Watch out to the 40, to the 45, to the 50. Cuts over to the middle of the field, and he's going to be down
And
at
another
midfield.
flag.
It was a good job by Dillon Stephenson, number 28. The wind is swirling pretty hard here, folks, and that punt got caught up. Dillon was almost on a full run when he caught that.
So that flag was thrown on the Boulder Creek side of the field there. So it's going to be interesting to see what happened with this one. Maybe a possible block in the back or something.
Watch this replay, folks, and if you watch Dillon Stephenson, if we can get over to the right, catches in on a dead run. There it is. And that there shows you the wheels that Dillon has. He just had to slow up because there's a big bunch right in the middle of the field.
Well, trying to get the penalty call here as the refs sort this out.
Yeah, he was running fast south toward Mexico and right at the, 50-yard line decided to turn to California.
What got a little windy up here all of a sudden?
Oh, it's awesome. It
And
was
it's
pretty
against
stale
us.
earlier.
Well, so the penalty is going to be assessed against the Pioneers. I think they said a block in the back is what they call it.
Okay.
So, yeah, folks, we're up in Anthem, Arizona, which is about 20 miles north of where Pinnacle is, somewhere in that time frame.
It's
A
way
little
up
cooler up here, actually, weather-wise, usually about 5 to 10 degrees. A little more wind.
there. Nuh-uh. You're making that up.
I spent a lot of time up here. I know a lot of people up here. It's a cool little community. It really is. So 1st and 10 from the 25-yard line, or 35, excuse me, for the Pioneers. Spencer's got 6 minutes and 14 seconds left to try to build on this lead. We're going to come out with split receivers right and left. Spencer in the gun, double tight formation, single back, and we're going to pound the ball. And here comes Juntman. Not a lot of room, maybe 3 or 4. So bring up 2nd and 7.
Henderson, number 45 on the tackle there for Boulder Creek.
So when Juntanen scored that touchdown, then on the next play on the kickoff, he went down there and
made
made
the play.
laid that
He's
big
a
hit,
monster.
that
Yeah.
huge
Kickoff.
hit.
Yeah, he's tough on kickoff. So fake handoff this time. Spencer's going to go play action. He's going to dial it up over the top, and look out. We've got in and out of the hands, I believe, of Cole, Eric Cole, number 80.
Eric Cole, number 80.
Spencer tried a good play action fake, froze the safety for a moment, and Cole just couldn't quite come down with that. But good throw. It's going to bring up a 3rd and 6 for Pinnacle from the 30, where were we marked at? I guess 38-yard line. So call it 3rd and 7. We're going to have Q, which is Quentin Powell, and Parker Red split to the right. Offset I formation, and Boulder Creek jumped. We're going to get 5. Yeah, we're going to get 5 yards on that. And you have Shane Sunday, number 81, split to the left for the Pioneers.
A lot of penalties against Boulder Creek tonight.
Yeah,
So that's what puts
there
us
really
at a
is.
3rd and 2 now.
That's
3rd and
correct.
2. So same formation.
Got
Offset I.
Shane Sunday, number 81, split wide
Split
to
out
left.
this time. And it's going to be a handoff up the middle, and we've got a little bit of room. Caleb Covington cannot.
Oh, and dropped it.
No, they're going to say he was down, and he was down. He hit the deck and then dropped it when the ball came up. But he's got first down yardage, Caleb does. Had a pretty decent hole. If he was able to keep his feet, he might have found some daylight on that. So Caleb checking out. Head coach Zupke giving him some encouragement.
Do you mean he got tackled by the 45-yard line?
It's called the turf monster.
Yeah.
It happens. It does happen. We've all been there. Twins to the right. Spencer under center. It's going to be a play action fake again. And again, he's going to dial it up deep. Look at that thing go. Oh, that's beautiful. That is a beautiful throw.
Wow,
beautiful
my
catch.
Wow, wow, wow.
Touchdown, Pioneers.
Quentin Powell just hit the gas there and just kept it going.
What a beautiful throw, beautiful catch. That is just.
So
That
Quentin
is
Powell,
sick.
number 23, is the fastest guy on the Pinnacle team. So we'll catch the replay here. Just outran him. He never let off the gas. That's what made that whole play.
That's an NFL throw by Spencer Rattler. Watch this. So it's going to be a fake. Spencer's back and unloads. And it is right on stripe. Perfect.
And that was good coverage. It was just a perfect pass.
Perfect pass. And that's with wind swirling, folks. The wind, actually, if you're looking at the field, the wind isn't going north or right to the left. The wind is actually coming towards our broadcast and towards the camera as you see how this is. So for you to be able to put a ball up 50 yards in the air on a dime like that, that's not an easy thing to do.
No. So we're at 5:15 left in the first half here. Pinnacle's on top 35-6. And one thing I want to add, I don't know how many points Dillon Stephenson has, but he's definitely adding to his total tonight because he's getting a lot of extra points.
Absolutely. He's got
PATs
5
that he's kicking tonight.
Absolutely. He's done a nice job. I had heard that Dillon was a really good soccer kid.
He is.
One of the kids I had the pleasure of working with last year in the secondary, and he's just an incredible athlete.
I actually heard he's got an extra bone in his right leg. So
for kicking and running, who knows? No,
he was born with an extra bone in his right leg. That's why he's so good at PATs.
Here's the funny thing.
You see what I hang out with?
It's hard. It's hard to get when you take a look at a school the size of Pinnacle. For anybody to be a 3-year starter, you just don't see it that often. And Spencer might end up being the first 4-year starter that I'm aware of. I haven't heard of any others.
Well, this is going to be an interesting kickoff here because Stevenson's got the wind at his back now,
and
that should give him an extra. Good. That should give him an extra 10 yards, I would think. So let's see if he can boom this one into the end zone.
Yeah, he might try just to say, "Hey, I got a touchback on the air." Yeah, he's going to. He might get it. Attaboy, Dillon.
Yeah,
there's your touchback. That'll work.
Very, very nice.
Yeah, that was pretty far into the end zone, too. It was pretty deep.
Like I said.
Extra bone in his leg. How many bones are there in the human body?
So I should know that. I got a stepdaughter that's a medical student down at U of A. I should freaking know that one. Well, Rich, aren't you in class? Don't you know? Where's your school ID?
I got kicked out. I was sent to the principal's office this week.
All right, so Boulder Creek's going to come back out on offense. 5:15 left in the first half. Pinnacle up 35-6. This time they're going to have 2 backs in the back.
So, we were talking about all right, go ahead. I'll let this play.
And they're going to go deep. That's to Johnson, and it's picked up by Bennett Levy. Bennett Levy at the 45, to the 40, down to the 35, 30, 25, 20. Got a little bit of room, and he's going to be out of bounds. That's the second pick of the game.
And we got a flag. So that ball got hung up in the wind there, and it actually started to float there, and Levy was able to come down with it. So our producer was asking what was going on with Veach, and real quick, I just want to say before we get to the replay here, Veach is dealing with a little bit of an injury, so he's just out for this game. We'll see him back next week.
So take a look at the great job by Bennett Levy at the safety position to get his first pick of the year. Watch how he plays this, catches the ball at the highest point, and look at the jets that he's got on defense as well. Pretty quick kid. Nice job, Bennett. That's how you do it. He knows a lot of kids from up in this Anthem area, so it's nice to see Bennett have a nice game up here. 5:04 left in the first half. Now Pinnacle's got a chance to add to this lead, folks.
So as we were saying earlier, both the freshmen and JV won. The freshmen won Wednesday night 31-21, and the JV won 49-7 last night.
Well, it's crazy. I go back to so far this year, we're averaging 39.9 points per game. It's not even the best in history. That 2014 team was putting up with Lewerke at the helm even more. But you might see us break that record this year. That's going to be fun to follow and watch. Spencer in the gun. He's going to look over to the right-hand side. Plenty of time all day to throw. And another strike. Oh, close. Oh, nice try on offense. That was number 15 for the Pioneers.
It was Zach Hull.
Zach Hull almost there, but credit that offensive line, folks. They're giving him all day to throw. Now, we'll be curious to see if Boulder Creek starts dialing up blitz packages again. See what happens. Hogan Hatton's going to be split to the left, Jepson to the right, Parker Red to the right. Spencer's coming under center with an offset eye look, and they're going to pound the ball over to the left-hand side. Nice hole. He's got a ton of room to run, and good run up to the 15, 10, down to the 5, down to the 2-yard line goes Caleb Covington.
And I don't see a flag, which is nice.
Boy, that was just fantastic blocking up front, and a good job by Caleb to follow him.
And that blocking also, when he kind of split out here to the left here, Hogan Hatton, number 42, he had a great blocker out there.
Oh, boy.
And Hogan, that probably gave him an extra 10 or 15 yards there.
Number 78's your left tackle. That's Big Ben Fox. Folks, he's just been depleting people all year. Spencer in the gun. He's going to throw for Hogan Hatton.
Through his hands.
No good. That left side.
I think Spencer was just trying to share the wealth there because Hayden's got 2, Hogan's only got 1. So, that's how it works.
Yeah, but Hogan gets to play a little defense. He gets to blitz and hit. You know, you play on defense, you get to deliver the punishment. You're on offense, you
take it.
Not always, though. You can deliver, too, and Hayden's actually done that a couple times this year. Spencer in the gun, double tight. They're going to try to pound it. No, Spencer's going to keep it. Play breaks down, and Spencer's going to be down at about the 5-yard line. You always kind of hold your breath a little bit when your quarterback is in the middle of that pile and there's 3 or 4 that take him down. It's always a little scary. So that's going to bring up 3rd and goal. 4 minutes.
Ryan Cazares, number 53 on the tackle there for Boulder Creek.
About 4 minutes, 10 seconds left and counting in the first half. Spencer's going to go under center, and we're at the 4-yard line, so Hayden Hatt, number 88, is going to line up.
Let's watch this play. I think they're going to call something different here.
Be curious to see. Hayden's over on the left-hand side. I think it's going to be a power run to the left. Nope. Play action, and Spencer is going to throw back across his body, and good catch by Parker Red.
Number 7.
Boy, that's a risky throw that only a couple of guys can pull off. Spencer's one of them. Rolling to your right like that.
Well, he was leading Hogan. Or no, he was leading Hayden Hatton. He was leading out to the right there, and he was that was the intended target.
Yeah.
He came back across the field and hit Red.
So Parker
and
Red.
I think Hayden was open on that rollout to the right.
He was.
But I think he saw Parker making the cut and hit him in the back of the end zone.
And Parker Red's got phenomenal hands, too.
Oh, he's just a great athlete. In fact, 2 TDs for rushing on the year for Parker. That will be his second touchdown.
So another point in Stevenson's pocket.
42-6.
We got a holding against the Pioneers, so that's going to back him up. Hey, make it a little bit harder.
Folks, last week we were up 49-9 at halftime. You're seeing the same thing here. This offense is just scary, and the defense is playing pretty good. I mean, we've only allowed 6. Boulder Creek, listen, they've played some tough teams. Hamilton only beat Boulder Creek earlier this year, 42-28. It was it wasn't a blowout by any stretch.
Yeah.
I mean, the score was somewhat close. Queen Creek beat him 31-8, so that was a pretty big loss.
Who do we have here for the PAT? Number 207? You guys don't get that.
No, I don't.
That's 208 bones in the body.
206 bones in the human body.
206, yeah.
You're way above my head.
So anyway,
that's another one for Dillon
So
Stephenson.
Stevenson tacks another one on the board there. So Pioneers 3:49 left in the first half on top, 42-6. Folks, one of our longtime sponsors is Angel Dentistry. Proud sponsor of Pinnacle Football. Angel Dentistry provides dentistry in a soothing atmosphere for the whole family. Angel Dentistry also offers a discount for all Pinnacle High School football fans. Also, Hayes Heating and Cooling and Plumbing. It pays to call Hayes, the last HVAC company in Phoenix you'll ever need. The most dependable provider of quality-driven air conditioning service, repair, and maintenance in the Greater Valley. Visit HayesCoolingandHeating.com for details.
All right, folks, so Dillon Stephenson, see if he can get another touchback, huh, guys?
Yeah, he's got the wind at his back. Why not?
Well, we knew after that murder schedule to start the year that it would be a little bit easier sledding. And the first quarter, though, was fairly tight for a while.
Yeah, well, Pinnacle, with that, missed fair catch by Quentin Powell.
Dillon's going to get a second one. Attaboy, Dillon. 2 for 2 with the wind at his back.
Nice.
That helps a little. That's like being able to
it.
add 30 yards to your drive down the middle, right?
I like it. Well, if Boulder Creek's going to get some points on the board, they're definitely going to on the board. They're definitely going to have to earn it.
Pretty good Pioneer defense. It really is. So we have 3:49 left in the first half, folks. Halftime, we're going to have Matt Higgins and also Cheese Hatton coming to talk to us a little bit. Matt going to be moving away. He's been a very big fixture of this Pioneer program for the past 7 years. And Cheese, of course, has the Hatton twins. So.
Exactly.
So here we are. We're going to motion over to quads, and they're going to look, and they're looking for Johnson. He's covered up. They're going to hit the back out of the backfield. He's got a little bit of room, and he's going to get to first down yardage, still on his feet, all the way up to the 35-yard line.
Yeah, he made a little bit of move on Marcuson, number 99, Hunter Marcuson, but he still was able to reel him in and make the tackle. But that's going to be a pretty good-sized gain for Boulder Creek.
Pretty interesting formation. You go 4 receivers to the right, and then you hit on the left-hand side the running back that leaks out into a little pass in the flats. So 1st and 10 from the 35. What do we got? 3 minutes, 30 seconds left. Pioneers going to try to avoid Boulder Creek getting into the end zone. Got trips to the left, and actually they're going to motion.
Call a timeout.
Yeah, they're going to call a timeout. So,
one of the proud sponsors this year is iBoutique. Celebrate your individuality with the fashion-forward looks from iBoutique. Whether it's the latest trends in clothing, handbags, footwear, or accessories, iBoutique has you covered. Located at Market Street at DC Ranch, a proud sponsor of Pinnacle football. Also, Barbershop Jack. You'll find an atmosphere of old-school sophistication with modern amenities. We cater to gentlemen on the go. Stop in on your lunch and break to get an old-fashioned straight razor shave or a top-of-the-line haircut, or just stop in for a shoe shine. Located at 5450 East High Street in City North, next to Desert Ridge, your neighborhood barbershop. A proud sponsor of Pinnacle football.
all right, folks, here we go. Trips to the right. And shotgun formation for Boulder Creek. And it's going to be a run over to the left-hand side. They've got a little bit of room. Look out, 45 up to the 50 to the 45, still on his feet, all the way down to the 40-yard line. Goes their big running back. That's number 25, I believe, isn't it, Tim? I'm trying to catch a number.
44. Levy, number 5, kind of led the tackle there for the Pioneers.
That's Patrick Serrano.
Serrano, number 44.
Big kid, 6'1", 200. The wind's starting to really swirl here, folks, a little bit. And it's going to bring up 1st and 10 from the 41. Take a look at this pretty good play design. They had a nice hole that was opened up. Caught our linebackers
kind of sleeping a little bit.
Yeah, a little out of position on that. So 1st and 10
penalty,
and a penalty coming up.
flag.
So Boulder Creek.
Two flags, I see. So I don't know if there's some movement. That's against Boulder Creek. It's going to back them up.
Yeah, they've they got about 40 yards on this drive so far, though. It's one of the bigger threats they've had so far.
Well, these penalties that they get are momentum killers.
Right.
And to get, and not only that, they give our defense a chance to rest a little bit too.
Yeah. So Shane Sunday in at defensive end, you can see. And Austin, number 2, the quarterback, is going to set up on an offset eye, and they're going to run the ball over to the left-hand side. Pretty good defense. Leby hitting him low, and who cleaned him up up top? It might have been
Dan Stickson.
Good job
cleaned
from
it up.
Yeah, good job from that safety position to come up and provide some support.
So Lamar Beard, number 25 on that run.
Vance Dixon, of course, has had a monster year for your Pioneers on defense. He's number 4, leading tackler on the year with 65. That's a lot of tackles, guys. 2nd down and 14. And they're going to come out with twins to the right. High formation. Austin under center. He's going to do a play-action fake, and he's under pressure. He's going to unload it.
And incomplete.
Good job, pressure on the right-hand side. Was that Thompson, number 56, we saw coming in?
James Reed, number 88, the intended receiver.
Looked like that was number 56, Thompson, that was kind of the defensive tackle coming in.
Okay.
Him and Jarvis have done a nice job in the middle this year. And you'll see Ashenbrand come in. You'll also see Big Sam, come into that position. And at the defensive end position, they'll rotate through sometimes. You've got, again, the sophomore in there, number 81, Sunday. Not an easy thing to do if you're a sophomore to get on this field for this football team, based on how much talent that we have. 3rd and 15. And we're going to go twins to the right, shotgun. Motion over to the left. And he's going to look over to his left-hand side. He's under pressure again, and this time he's still on his feet, and he's going to run. See how many yards he can get. Carricker helps run him out of bounds.
Wow, and that's a late hit by Carricker. Either Carricker or Dixon were both over there.
We've got a little skirmish going on. And another flag coming out. Who did they?
Well, that's Leby. They're breaking up. Leby was either jawing at him or shoving him around.
Well, who was? I'm trying to think what numbers.
It was either. It was. Maybe we can get a replay here. It was either Dixon number 40, number 4, or Carricker number 44.
And here comes your replay. Let's take a look, folks. So you get the late hit call.
I think that might have been Carricker.
Was it Kyle Carricker, number 44?
I think so.
And Vance Dixon's going to come out of the game. So he's obviously a little upset over something. So Not sure what occurred down there, but they're going to have Thans come over and talk to the head coach.
Kind of after the play there, so might be offsetting. Who knows?
Well, 42-6, firmly in control for the Pioneers. And sometimes when you have games that are a little bit one-sided, even in a first half like this, you
get a little frustration going.
Tempers can flare.
So
Things
we
like
got
this can happen.
141 left in the first half here, folks.
They're moving Boulder Creek back, it looks like. The referees are having a conversation to figure out what's going on. And I believe, is that Juntman that came in for Thans, number 25, at linebacker?
Yes.
So when Thans needs a break, Juntman's the guy that comes in. The referees are trying to figure it out. Okay, that's against Pinnacle. 2 against Pinnacle. Yes, that's
3.
Wow. 3 late hit or unsportsmanlike penalties. Wow. Well, that's going to give them all kinds of yards. So, all right, they're going to move it down to the 30. Here's what I'm not sure of. Do they tack all 3 of them on? They might.
I don't know.
Looks like they are. Now we're down to the 20. Down to the 15. Oh, my goodness. And let's just keep marching. Wow. So because of those 3 penalties, it goes from what would have been the 33-yard line all the way down to the 7. That's a lot of yards, guys. Head coach Dana's up. He's trying to figure out what's going on here. You see him on your screen here, folks. 15th year with the Pioneers.
Yeah, as the head ref explaining that to Dana. I didn't know they could tack all 3 on. I guess I can if they're all one-sided.
Well, I happen to know Dana well enough to know where that kind of stuff drives him crazy.
Oh, yeah.
As it should.
Because it's uncalled for. You just got to walk away.
Kids get spirited. You know, sometimes it's tough to keep their emotions in check, but it happens. So it's going to be first and goal for Boulder Creek, down 42-6 with 1:41 left in the first half. They're going to come out with the twins to the left. They got trips formation over to the right, shotgun formation for Austin. They're going to motion back into the backfield, and they're going to hand it over to him to the right-hand side. He's got pretty good blocking. He's up to the 5, and that's going to be a Boulder Creek touchdown.
Yep.
So that's going to get the Jaguars up to a score of 12 with PAT pending. That was number 44 for Boulder Creek, and he's a big kid. Again, that's Serrano. 6'1", 200. He's a junior, and we'll see him around next year as well.
Well, it's going to be interesting to see if they try for 2 or if they're going to go. No, they're going to go for the PAT. See him setting that up.
The swinging gate. I think that's what you call this. Our production guy Evan might remember the swinging gate.
Here's your number 10 at QB, which is Johnson.
Yeah, so Johnson is.
So, hey, Todd, I got to ask you, why do teams do that? Right? They line up different ways.
Well,
they
because
bunch up.
if you don't defend it properly, they can make a quick throw over and get the 2-pointer. So you're forcing the defense to have to put enough guys over there to do that, basically. And if it's a mismatch, they'll just go ahead and run it. And the PAT looks like, it's going to be good.
It's good. So 135 left in the first half. Pinnacle on top, 42-13.
So here's the deal, Rich. When you do that, you've got a center, a holder, and a kicker, 8 guys, right? And you've got
Rich.
Or 3 guys. And you got the other 8 over to the left-hand side. Let's say Pinnacle only had 4 or 5 guys to defend it over there. Well, what they're going to do is they're just going to snap it real quick and throw it to the guy over there. And you got 7 blockers in front of you. It's an easy 2-point conversion as opposed to the 1 points you get from kicking it.
And so is that, they practice that?
Oh, sure.
So, okay. Yeah. So instead of looking at the group over on the left next time, if they do something like that, I should be looking at the kicker, the holder, the snapper.
Kind of, you look at both because
who's making the call on that? Is it the
usually
holder?
the holder? Yeah, it's usually the holder that would look at something like that and go, "Hey, we've got a numbers advantage. Get me the ball like now." They'll go out with their hands and real quickly say, "Hey, snap it." So 1:35 left, 42-13 first half score.
Good time to run one back.
Yeah, it would, wouldn't it?
We got nothing else going on.
Well, for your returners for the Pioneers, number 6, and that's Coleman that's going to be back with Quentin Powell, number 23. Your up backs are number 25, Juntman, and I believe Thans Dixon, number 4. Can't catch his number over there, but pretty sure.
So giving Stevenson, number 28, a little bit of a break. Now you got to be careful here, this onside kick thing.
Well, yeah. Happened last time, and I wouldn't be surprised if they try.
they
Well,
got-
a minute 35 left, though. I don't know if you want to take a chance of giving Spencer and that offensive ball at midfield. So I'm sure that they've been coached up to watch for the onside. And this time it's going to be a mid-range kick, and it's still going to be picked up. Coleman's going to have a chance at this. It fell down, and he's going to be down at the 22.
because his knee went down, so that's the end of that one.
But listen, we have the wind at our backs. We have a minute 32 left. We have an absolute beast of an offensive line. We've got great receivers. And this kid, number 2, you may have heard of him.
Yeah.
Best in the country for his class, junior. I like our chances to get points on the board,
Yeah, let's
guys.
just go big.
I really do.
One and done.
I go back to, and I told Tim this earlier, our Pinnacle offense had scored more points against Mountain Point, Chandler, and Centennial combined than the 3 teams they played that were top 15 in the nation. So we had more points against them than those 3 teams scored against those defenses. That tells you how good this offense is.
Wow.
So minute 32, Twins right, Spencer's in the gun, he's going to take a look, and he's going for a mid-range pass. Hogan can't come down with it. That's Hogan hat number 42.
There's a lot of math there that you just made me go through in my head. But
Yeah, it's pretty
so you know
impressive. That's a great stat.
you know my conclusion is?
But it's interesting. You know, Centennial last week knocked off the number 3 team in the nation, 12-0. Centennial did. And so they didn't even score on Centennial's defense. We put 20 up against Centennial's defense.
Right.
So it's going to bring 2nd and 10. And we are at the, 23-yard line. Hayden Hatton in motion over to his right. Look out for that. Spencer drops the ball, picks it back up, though, and he's going to just try to make something happen with his legs. And no, I'm sorry, he's going to throw it on the run. That's ridiculous.
He had him open, too.
Yeah, he did.
While he's running forward, how far did he throw that?
Well, the ball landed at about the 16-yard line. He threw it running forward from, it had to have been behind the 23. So 43.
Well, I think Parker Red held up a little bit because he thought the play might have been broken up.
Spencer threw it
And then he
55
unloaded.
yards on the run.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Off the heel of his back foot.
3rd and 10. We still have a minute 18 left on the clock, folks. Need to convert here, though. Otherwise, we've got to kick it back to Boulder Creek, and they'll have a little bit of time. Might be curious to see what they dial up here, if they check down a little bit and just try to get the first down. Going to go to Twins to the right, tight end to the left. Spencer designed rollout to the right. It's going to throw the ball a little bit high, and Eric Cole can't come down with it. That will force a 4th and 10 and a punting formation, but that punting formation has number 2 back there. And if he does kick, that crazy stat that I talked about a couple of weeks ago is still true. Spencer Rattler, number 2, has the best punting average in the state for the 6A teams. So he'll not only kill you by going for it and completing passes, but if he does boot it.
Yeah, but this one's going to be risky. This is a 4th and 10, deep in their
with a
own
minute
end
13
zone,
left.
and
Right.
you don't want to shift momentum going into halftime.
Yeah, I said that earlier, and he completed it for a first down. So,
Oh, did you?
So we'll see. I'm not going to take a stab at this.
Yep,
See?
here it is.
And it's a first down to Bennett Levy. This time it's up to the 40, to the 45, all the way up to the 50. Bennett's got some room to the 45, to the 40, still on his feet, all the way to the 35-yard line. Just when you think there's no way he's going to do this, Spencer, I think, hears us down there and goes, yeah, I got this. Hits it with the 20 yards. We can get a replay on that. But
Very, very confident. Very confident.
yeah, 4th and 10 from your own 20. Watch this. We're at 4th and 10 from your own 23. And Spencer, the entire way, saw an advantage with Bennett Levy and went, yeah, I think I'll just toss this to Bennett and see what he does. And then Bennett does the rest. Good wheels for Bennett, as you can see, all the way down the sideline. So, yeah, minute 3 left, and we've converted, folks. If
Hey,
you
Spencer,
haven't
if
you haven't been following this, that's like the 9th or 10th time this year we've converted that 4th down pass play.
Dangerous.
Spencer in the gun, got Twins to the left. He's going to look to his left. Plenty of time to throw. This time he's going to take off and rolling to his left. Good pass, good catch by
And caught.
Jepson.
Another
Boy,
first
That's going to be
down.
enough for a first down.
That ball had some smoke on it for a
Yeah, it
10-yard
did.
out
Well,
pattern.
tight window there. He had to get it in there.
It was moving. Good throw by Rattler. And 56 seconds left. Spencer heading back out. Your receivers are number 7, Parker Red. He's going to be split to the right along with Jepson, number 22. Hayden Hatton and Hogan Hatton are the bookends at tight end. Spencer in the gun. And Spencer's going to look up the middle. Over to his right-hand side. He had an open
Flag.
receiver in Jepson, but he couldn't quite get there to it.
Flag on the play, threw it about the 25-yard line.
Well, maybe a little bit of shoving down there.
So, I hope Spencer Rattler doesn't watch these tapes, Todd, and he starts listening to us where we're doubting him on the, is he going to punt? Is he going to throw? What would I do? We say he's going to punt, and he throws for first down.
If he does, he probably laughs and goes, "All right, guys, keep talking."
He's like, "Oh, you guys are such rookies.
You have no idea what I'm capable of." Who knows?
Oh, boy.
But you know what? Spencer's a good kid.
Oh, yeah, he's awesome.
He's a good kid. So we've got 42-13, 50 seconds left, and we now are going to move the ball down to the 15-yard line. And we're going to end up with trips to the right. That's going to be Hayden Hatton, Jepson, and Parker Red, number 7. Spencer in the gun, and we're going to have twins to the left with Hogan Hatton and Covington. Empty set. Boulder Creek's got 5 on the line. Watch for the blitz. Here it comes, and they're going to hand the ball off to Covington, and that's what happens when you blitz like that, because Covington's up to the 5 in the end zone. Great call on offense. They sent everybody, and they knew if Covington gets past that first level, it's lights out. Great job, Caleb.
It absolutely incredible. All this was done with under a minute and a half.
Oh, well, yeah. and converting on a 4th and 10 from your own 10-yard line, too. But here's the thing, folks. They had 6 people on the line. Watch this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 on the line. Spencer sees it and goes, watch this. I'm just going to give it to Covington. All the guys are upfield, so Caleb needs to make one guy miss, and then he's wide open for the run down the middle because everybody else is in coverage. That's the mental part of the game. A great call on offense. I don't know if that was the design call or Spencer saw it and said, okay, I'm going to call an audible and give it to him. I'm not sure which. But that's exactly how you beat a team that's going to put 6 or 7 guys in the box and try to put pressure on it in the pass. You hand it off and let him squirt right by.
He had a downfield block, too, by number 70, Matt Mickelson.
Yeah, Mickelson.
Right, so that let him walk right into the end zone. There was a flag there on the PAT. Not sure what's going on.
So it was just, I got a text. It was brought to my attention. We were talking about 4-year starters. The other, Pinnacle had a 4-year starter, Q-less Rose.
Oh, that's right, Q. Yeah, you're absolutely right. I should have caught that. Another great player. Shout out to you, Q. I don't know if he watches or, I believe he enlisted in the armed forces. Thank you for your service.
And another one good there by Stephenson. So 49-13 with 43 seconds left in the first half here, folks.
So we've got, 43 seconds left, 49-13 Pioneers. Second week in a row, we've put up 49 in the first half.
So Pioneers sponsor this year, Select Physical Therapy provides athletic training and services to Pinnacle High School as a part of the Select Medical Output Division, a national prominent, locally driven provider of outpatient physical rehabilitation. Their centers offer a wide range of general physical therapy services such as hand therapy, sports medicine, and work injury prevention and management. Select Medical empowers its therapists by providing industry-leading continuing education opportunities. Select Medical's outpatient division provides physical therapy and athletic training services to professional sports teams, colleges, universities, high schools like Pinnacle. Experience the power of physical therapy, a proud sponsor of Pinnacle football.
Well, you can tell how windy it's getting out here because the ball keeps coming off the tee for Dillon Stephenson, trying to get ready for this. 43 seconds left in the half, folks, and here comes Dillon. He's going to try to go 3 for 3 on the touchbacks, and he does. I heard Dillon was a stud at soccer. I believe it now after watching him boot the 3rd touchback in a row for the Pioneers.
So, folks, we've got 43 seconds left. Again, the Pioneers are up 49-13. And next week, we've got a 7 o'clock game time, and we are going to be back at Pinnacle High School for breast cancer awareness. And we are going to be playing Sandra Day O'Connor. We're into all our division games, and it's going to be great to be back home for the Pioneers home game Friday night next week.
We've got a pretty good-looking guy to my right, and I'm not a small guy, but I look puny compared to this guy.
Cheese
Hatton, how are you?
Doing well. How are you?
I'm doing wonderful. Your kids are having a heck of a game tonight.
Thank you.
So far, so good. It's going to be a run over the middle, and speaking of your kid, 42, Hogan Hatton, runs over to provide some support. So the twins, which one's older?
Hayden.
Hayden is the oldest. That's number 88, folks, who's got 2 touchdowns on the night, I believe.
2 tonight,
including the rumbling, bumbling 70-yard bomb. It's just an incredible run.
Go all the way.
That's pretty good, actually. I like that. Boulder Creek with a 2nd and 9, 14 seconds left on the clock, folks. This will probably be the last play of the first half. See if they try to dial something up. Blitz by Pioneers. Looks like a run blitz and a rugby scrum comes through, and that's going to probably do it. 2-1, yes, halftime, 49-13. But again, we've got Cheese Hatton with us, father of the junior players, Hayden Hatton, leading receiver, number 88, also leading the Pioneers in touchdowns, and number 42, Hogan Hatton, who gets a lot of time on both sides of the ball.
Both sides of the balls. So I got a question for you, Cheese. I'm just going to cut right to the chase. Do they razz one another about who has more or not? Because your two boys sit with me at either the freshman or JV games, and they drive me nuts because I can't really tell which one I'm talking to. They always say, "Look at the shoes."
That's great. You know, they're pretty supportive of each other. They're very, very competitive, but they don't really razz each other about who had more touchdowns or who made more tackles or who made the better play that game. You know, they kind of they're all about the team, and at the end of the day, they kind of support each other.
Yeah, they're actually absolutely great kids. I love getting to know them. I started learning about them, and learning about the pride that they have about playing and the camaraderie and just the fun of being brothers, and they're a riot. They really break up the game when they're in the announcing booth with me after practice sometimes.
I read an article. They had recruiting trips that they're looking at, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Any insight you'd like to share on what they're thinking?
You know what? They've been getting recruited by some different schools, and they kind of like the idea of going to school together.
Oh, yeah.
So
I've read that.
We're not sure if that's going to work out exactly, but they went up to NAU and looked around up there and were invited up and had a great visit. And they were over at ASU and had a great visit there. And, they're young, so they don't know, exactly what they want yet. But time will tell.
Okay. And Hogan's a little bigger, right? Weight-wise, maybe 5-10 pounds, or are they pretty close now?
He's about 5 pounds heavier.
Okay.
He got on the scale last night. He was 227, and Hayden was like 222.
Wow.
That's pretty close.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I said, it's all in the shoes.
Yeah.
Who's got what shoes on at the time of the weigh-in? So
Now, going back in time, has Hayden always been a wide receiver, or has he played other positions?
You know what? Hayden is very, very, starting at a young age, Hayden was a linebacker and linebacker and tight end. And he's a really good linebacker. He actually played freshman year linebacker here at Pinnacle when we had some injuries, and he came in and did really well. But then when moving up to varsity football as a sophomore, he was moved out wide as a wide receiver. And that was kind of nice because, you're a young kid and you moved up to play against bigger and better competition. Yeah. And it was nice to see him outside. And he's had a good time with that.
Well, Coach Cozen knows a little bit about the wide receiver position and tight ends from playing in the USFL back in the day. So that's
right. And I think Hayden's, traditionally a tight end, not really a wide receiver.
Yeah, but he's you look at the production and the numbers he's getting from out there, it's pretty impressive. It really is. And Hogan, too. I mean, between the two of them, the amount of touchdowns that they have, it's just fun to watch.
Well, it is fun to watch, and they're competitive in that, everybody wants to get in the end zone.
Oh, of course.
We have the offensive lineman at our house for dinner the night before the game, so last night.
That's a cool tradition.
And,
it is.
Every one of those guys wants to be in the end zone, too.
Of course.
And every time they block and they open up something for a quarterback or running back, or they give the quarterback time to throw the ball, they're part of that.
One of the best offensive lines I've seen in Pioneer history. This is not only one of the best teams, but that line is just lethal.
You talk about having the kids and the parents and all that. I've been over at your house before too, and you know what? I just want to say thank you because you have a very inviting home, a very inviting atmosphere, a welcoming atmosphere, supportive of the team, supportive of the program. Your kids are well liked. It's about being family, and football is a family here at this high school. And I was a part of it for. My boys are now out, but I'm still a part of it, and I enjoyed it, and I just want to say thanks for all what you do.
Yeah.
Oh, my pleasure.
Well, and last year at the banquet, I don't, Tim, you may not know this, but I had a chance to witness this. It was really cool. Last year, Coach Zupke had his 100th victory as a head coach.
Wow.
And unbeknownst to, I think, a whole lot of people in that room, it was a surprise. So nice job on the surprise. Cheese knows a little bit about the jewelry business, right? So he was able to get a ring made.
The ring, I saw that.
Was presented to Coach Zupke, and
that's correct.
I haven't seen Dana choked up many times in the 7 years I've known him, but that was pretty close. It was pretty good. So that was fantastic and another support as well. So, well, good. Well, hopefully your boys keep tearing it up. They're great kids. I really had a lot of fun with your kids last year, and they're good kids.
Thank you. Yeah, it was kind of on another note. Last night was parent-teacher conference night at Pinnacle, and it was fun going around and meeting all of their teachers and hearing all the stories, and there are lots of stories.
Well, it was funny because I caught them a couple of weeks ago when they were at one of the I think it was a JV or whatever game it was, and I was asking, you guys ever been in class together, have the same class? And they said that this is the first year they're in one class together.
Okay.
So I said, I wonder what kind of screwing around they do in there, with one another.
I don't know if you saw, we had Coach Zupke's wife Amy on a while back, a couple of games ago, I believe. Yeah, at the Mountain Point game. And she taught your boys in the first grade. So one of the questions was, what were they like when they were in first grade? Just like they are now.
Yeah.
They like to talk.
I would agree with that.
So, Rich.
Hey, so this is Rich here. So, Tim and I do the freshman and JV games too. And the boys come up into the booth all the time, and we have a blast. Sometimes they want to get the microphone and get up on the overhead.
Yeah, exactly.
Right? So they give Tim and I a hard time. They help us spot. We certainly joke around a lot. We really enjoy their company. And by the way, very, very courteous, very friendly, very respectful.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Anyway, well, good job.
That's how I want them to be, except on the field.
Yeah, there you go. No, on the field you want them to be different. Yeah, exactly.
Right.
That's exactly how it is.
Well, both of them will lay a lick. I mean, they're not afraid of contact, and just good kids, good players too. So I hope they can play in college together. That'd be kind of fun to watch.
It would be.
So. Well, speaking of the Jacks, Jacob Veach got an offer from NAU this week.
I heard that, along with Verbalitis. Luke Verbalitis has an offer up there.
Yeah,
wow.
Verb. That offensive line, those kids are just tearing it up. Yeah. Verb's a good football player. Really,
he's a very good football player, and the coaches up there said, "Yeah, we want to get that Pinnacle pipeline going. Get more kids up there." And
I don't blame them. I mean, there, as you know, there's a legitimate shot at a ring this year, next year, and probably the year after that, and who knows, past that.
Right.
Well, there's a lot of talent in this program, from the freshman class up.
Yeah.
And it's gotten better and better every year, I think.
Well,
the long-termers like Tim and I know.
Yeah, no, the
time.
freshmen have lost one game. That was their opening game against Chandler. JV is completely undefeated. So there's talent down there, absolute talent down there.
Yeah, and the games we've lost this year on the varsity level, I mean, they've been heartbreakers.
They were.
It's been in overtime. It's been at the buzzer. It's been a couple mistakes here or there that cost you. And against good teams, you can't get away with that.
Well, I gave this stat to Tim and these guys earlier. To get ready for this, I do quite a bit of research and knowing the kids, especially the way I do. You realize that we played Centennial, Mountain Point, and Chandler, right? They all three have played teams in the top 15 in the nation. Our offense has put up more points combined than those three top 15 teams in the nation did against the defenses like Centennial.
Sure.
They won 12-0 last week. We put 20 up against Centennial.
Right.
The team that beat Chandler, IMG
we were
Academy.
the first and only team to score on Centennial.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah. And in fact, the 20 we put up on Centennial, their other 5 games combined, nobody scored 20.
Right.
Chandler's another great example. So Chandler lost to IMG. IMG only put 27 up on Chandler. We put up 28, and we were a bubblegum stick away from 34 to 35, right? And then you look at Mountain Point, same thing. So Mountain Point, we ended up with, 34, I believe, that game?
Right.
They played a powerhouse out of California that only, I think, put up 26 on them. Or no, 24. They only put up 24. So we can score points in bunches. And if we clean up some of the stuff, you look at the Centennial game with the rushing and Mountain Point, those are pretty good running teams. I mean,
very good.
Those are
teams.
really good backs. And come playoff time, if we just continue to make the strides, there's a legit shot this year. It really is.
Playoff time, everything changes, and you start digging a little deeper. On the field, you dig a little deeper off the field, and you mix some things up, and you give some kids an opportunity to make plays. And I think you never can count out a hungry team that's young and looking for their first championship.
I would agree. So, anyway, all right. Well, geez, thank you.
Oh my!
I know we talked about it earlier this year.
So much, man.
Anything else? Any other shout outs you want to do, or any stories you want to tell?
Or family members that watch somewhere else.
My favorite story is when one of the reporters asks Hogan, is it competitive in your household? And Hogan said, it's been competitive since we were 5 years old. We used to see who could brush their teeth the fastest.
I saw that. And that was the easy one of the stories.
And probably my favorite story as a parent is just, they're two kids that are best of friends, and such good friends that throughout the first 15 years of their life, we always had a spare bedroom because they said, well, we don't want to be in different bedrooms. We want to be in the same room.
That's pretty cool.
And most kids can't wait to get out of the bedroom of their younger brother or sister. And they were like, oh, no, don't separate us. We almost wanted to separate them to, get them to go to sleep at night.
So what'd you do, blow out a wall and turn two into one? What's the plan of attack there?
We made bunk beds. Okay. Made it easy.
Nice.
That's awesome. So then they get into thumb wrestling wars. I get the bottom bunk, you get the top. Right. That's pretty cool. So, well, good. Well, hopefully we can keep it up and run the table here in league play and get ready for the playoffs. And it's going to be fun. It's going to be a really fun year to continue to watch and see what happens.
Well, this is a great night for football here on a wonderful, natural grass field. So
it is. They do a nice job up here, and this is a great place to broadcast from for a visiting team. We get stuck in the corner sometimes fighting lightning storms, in the stands with you guys, like trying to, muffle out the four-letter words that may come from time to time.
Right.
So it's like, oh boy. But anyway, so good stuff. Yeah.
Great night for Pinnacle football.
No, all right. Well, Cheese, thank you again.
Thank you.
Yeah, no doubt.
Thank you for having me.
Nope, you're quite welcome. And shout out to, I know we're going to get Matt Higgins on here too. Matt's moving in 2 weeks, and he's been a 7-year guy, actually. So I'm going to see if I'm going to log off here if you guys want to continue.
All right, that's
see if
fine. We'll see if we can wrangle him up here for a quick shout out. But no, your kids are great, man. I love talking to them, love spending time with them. I'm glad to see things that are moving forward with them. They're going to have some big decisions over the next couple of years, and hopefully with the guidance of yourself and your wife, and you guys can steer them in the right direction. So
wonderful.
All right, Cheese.
All right,
Thank
guys.
you.
Hey, I appreciate it.
You bet. Well, folks, we've got Matt Higgins, who is the ex Blue and
you got to
White
turn
president.
and look to your left, man. We've got the cameras over there.
So the ex
I can't
Blue
be
and White.
camera shy. That's Matt.
There you go. There you go. Well,
So-
I can't stay away, obviously, can I?
Well, our boys, Matt and I met when our boys were freshmen, and so we followed that through in the 4 years. And then, of course, you were your youngest son played for another couple of years, and you took on the duties of, the things this guy's done through the years. So 2 years of running the Blue and White Club. Okay. And then the photographs, if you go onto pinnaclefootball.com and you go all the way back to 2013, 14, all those years.
Ever since I was here.
There are some incredible shots of Matt, and you got to look that way here. I'll try to turn around so everybody knows who you are. But there are some incredible pictures you've taken through the years. And you know what? I want to personally thank you because some of the coolest shots I saw of my son that I still have on the Facebook feed and all that stuff came from photos that you took and Scoville took them and others. So it's really, congratulations to you on the professional career move, and you're moving in 2 weeks, I understand.
We are. We're unfortunately we got to leave the beautiful state of Arizona, and we're heading to Ohio, and we're going to be relocating in Cincinnati.
Cincinnati. All right.
Cincinnati. Probably my timing isn't the best.
Yeah, go in the winter. Yeah, nice.
But you know what? You do what you got to do. I like being employed, man.
No, I get you. But the 7 years. Hopefully, you're going to stay involved. Through the broadcast. Maybe we can have a shout out text line to us.
That would be awesome. You know what? The fact that you guys do stream the games and
cool.
do such a great job. It's even in Ohio, I can follow.
It's pretty cool.
I can follow Pinnacle. So
son,
that's exciting.
His youngest son Colin was here last year.
Yes.
And so standout offensive lineman, and then Kelly Higgins, his other son, was 2014 season on a pretty good team. That team was pretty good as well. And Kelly was a defensive end, and prior to that, played offensive tackle as a junior, I believe. And
He
started
did.
at right tackle.
You've got a great memory. So he absolutely did. Both
So
boys.
they want you to look down there so we can actually see.
There we go.
How's
The camera
that?
guy's like, hey,
Well,
so that's Mr. Higgins here.
Yeah,
to the
there
left.
you go.
And
There
again,
you go.
between running the Blue and White Club for that many years, give everybody just a sampling of an idea. And I'll tell a story. Coach is going to break film on Saturdays.
Yes.
Okay,
Correct.
so every Saturday morning we go in there, and it's usually 4 or 5 hours. It depends. And we're starved. Snack Shack food isn't going to do it. Who shows up? The Blue and White guy with pizza, subs. I mean,
Yep.
it's a pretty cool thing.
Every Saturday morning, it was a ritual. And you know what? That was fun. Those coaches,
A lot of fun.
they put in unbelievable hours. They worked so hard. It was nice feeding them, knowing that they were locked in a room, breaking down film and getting ready for the following week. It was unbelievable.
Well, in the Blue and White Club, Tim and I were members for years, obviously, and you running the Blue and White Club, that's a part-time job in itself, too.
Yeah, that's, you got to love it. And I loved being involved with this program, and I still do. And you know what? It brought me closer with my boys coming through high school, which is
That's important.
Yeah.
I mean, my kids too, the same way. And Rob's still involved, and Todd's involved. Rich is here, and his son out, and he's still involved. I mean, it's awesome.
It's a little weird when they've moved on to college and they're not playing football.
It
is. You Jones for a little high school football.
Well, yes, absolutely. So, well, listen, you can't be a stranger. You've got to dial us up on the broadcast. Give us your thoughts and things that you see. Matt knows a little bit about football. We've had conversations.
I'll be more than happy to do it, and hopefully you guys will keep doing the great work you're doing. The instant replay, I saw,
cool,
what was that, 2 weeks ago when you broke it out? I thought I was going to fall out of my chair for a high school streaming production here, and I'm watching instant replay.
I know, and
unbelievable.
And we've got Rich that's out in the crowd now.
And
we got roving reporter Rich, who's hiding over there.
Rich scares me, so I run when I see Rich coming towards me.
Here he comes, cowboy. You're probably getting the backside.
I can hear every word you're saying, by the way.
Oh, good.
So Matt didn't know that I'm also mic'd up.
It's come a long way, because Tim and I, from 4 or 5 years ago doing this, just the different things that
at
are
our
in there.
camera.
Yeah, there you go.
How's this?
There you go. That's
There's
all of
my
us.
Rich.
There you go.
Here's my Rich. Oh, man.
So, but
we're the faces behind the TV, you know.
Guys, do we have 70 points in us here?
We might.
I think so.
It's second week in a row, 40. Hey, I got a cool stat for you. It's going to be the third time you've heard it at home, so I'm sorry if it's redundant. So, I'm a stat geek, right?
Yes, I know you are.
Stuff. So check this out. The top three teams we've played would be who? Chandler, Mountain Point, Centennial.
There you go.
That's kind of a no-brainer.
That's true.
All three of them have played teams that are ranked in the top 15 in the country.
Yes, they have.
And Chandler was there. And when you take a look at the points that those national powerhouses put up against those defenses,
yes.
I'm talking about Chandler, Mountain Point, Centennial.
Yep.
Our offense, the Pinnacle offense, outscored every single one of them in those games by a total of 72 to 48.
Wow.
You think this offense can move the ball?
I know this offense can move the ball. They're good up front.
There's no weakness.
Spencer, I'll tell you, just watching fourth downs, I cringe when Spencer can do this and does it from his own 15.
Well, we've converted two today, one from the 5 and one from our own 10.
I'm sorry. If you're a D coordinator, if you're a defensive lineman or whatever, and you've just held a team and they turn around and do that consistently to demoralizing.
Yeah,
so it's
no
a
question.
huge weapon. And here's a stat for you. I don't think they've missed on fourth down all year.
Maybe
going
once.
for it. I don't remember them ever missing all year.
I remember once.
Did they miss one?
They did. And I'm trying to remember when. Yeah, they did. They missed on one. They missed on one. It might have been
maybe once. So,
but but they're like 9 of 10. It's silly.
Unreal.
It's stupid.
Unreal. So and it doesn't matter if it's 4th and 30. To be honest with you, it just doesn't matter.
Well, Spencer goes back and it's just fun to watch. I don't know who came up with that. If it was Brown or if it was Coach Ardall or Verbalitis.
I think they call it Rugrat. So you
Rugrat?
hear them running down there, and it's a fun thing. So
yeah, but whoever did, it's good stuff. So. No, good stuff. All
listen,
right, Matt. Well,
I appreciate you guys having me up, and
Matt,
you guys
thank you.
keep up the great work, okay?
Thank you. Are you going to be there next week, too? Or?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Are you kidding me?
Okay,
I'll miss our lovely Horizon game, but I'm here until then. So
we'll have shout-outs from you. In fact, you can just text us, and we'll call them Higginites or Higgin comments.
Yeah, Higginites.
Count
I like that.
Count on it.
Higgy man updates.
Count on it, gentlemen. Have a great second half here, okay?
Matt.
Thank you, Matt.
See ya.
Okay, folks. Well, we've got that was Matt Higgins. Been just a staple in this program for the last 7 years. I know Coach Zupke really appreciated the work that he put in as the Blue and White president for 2 years, and his kids, of course, were players that spent a lot of time here. So it's fantastic. We've got 3 seconds left, 2 seconds, second half. Here we go, huh?
Yeah, we're getting ready to rock and roll here, folks. And
I was catching up with Mr. Veach there. So, and I asked him how his boy was doing. He said, good. They just want to be a little bit cautious. Did talk about the offer that came in from NAU that he got, and just didn't want to push it. So we'll see what's going to happen. And we got Stephenson up there, AKA number 207, which, by the way, Stevenson's mom came up to me and asked if we could do a shout out.
Oh, sure.
That the Pinnacle boys soccer starts up in November.
I've heard he is one heck of a soccer player.
And she said, hey, she's asking lots of people come on out and watch, and Dillon will be there.
Well, it's funny that football ends usually in November after the playoffs and all that kind of stuff. Now, granted, They can string into the December, but then Stephenson goes from one sport into the next one.
Right.
Well conditioned.
Speaking of Stephenson, here he is for the kickoff. We're underway in the second half, folks, and this one's going to be deep. He's had 3 in a row touchbacks. Oh, this time they're going to be able to take it out up to the 10 to the 15. A little bit of room. Good coverage to get the ball down before the 20. What would you guys say, about the 15-yard line? Good hit. We've got a Pioneer down now. Who is that? Slow to get up. Never want to see that.
That was your number 8.
No, that was Juntanen.
Oh, yeah.
That was ham and cheese omelet.
Yeah, Juntanen.
Better be careful. That kid hits hard. I've seen him hit as a linebacker. He might take you out on the sidelines.
Any one of these kids can take me with their pinky.
All right, so Boulder Creek's going to start off on offense. Obviously, big lead for Pinnacle, 49-13. See what kind of adjustments are made at halftime. Boulder Creek's going to come out, same quarterback. It's Austin. That's number 2. Trips to the right, twins to the left. And Carricker out in coverage, you can see. Motion into the backfield. They may try to pound the ball, and they do. It's going to be run over the left-hand side. And good play by Leby, and cleaned up also by number 42, Hogan Hatton. Not a lot of room there.
No, not a lot of room at all. And that was number 44.
He's their big
That's
dude.
Serrano.
Serrano's, 6'1", 200, I believe. He's a big kid. So, no gain on the play. Well, maybe a gain of a yard. Bennett Levy's had himself a game, guys. That's number 5 that you see out there, folks. Been in on a lot of tackles tonight. So 2nd and 9. Austin in the shotgun. Same formation. They're going to motion into the backfield. They're going to fake it this time. Throw over to the right, and broken up beautifully by Q. Great defensive play.
Yeah, that was an absolute great play there by Quentin Powell, number 23 for the Pioneers.
Here's what's interesting. Quentin is maybe 5'8", 5'9". Not real tall, right? And take a look, watch, because Quentin's not real tall. Look at how tall this receiver is on the other side, and we'll get you the stats on that here in a minute. But look at how Quentin times that up. When he's probably got 6 inches that he's given up in height to this guy, maybe 7. Just beautiful job.
Seth Andrews, is that the right number 18?
88, I believe.
Oh, 88.
Yeah. 6'3", 215. That's
James Reed.
Reed.
6'5".
Or 6'5", excuse me. So it's going to be 3rd and 8, and this time Austin is going to be under a little bit of pressure. Throws it and a little bit low, incomplete. That's going to bring a 4th down for Boulder Creek. And your Pioneers are going to have a chance to get the ball back.
Yeah, quick 3 and out for Boulder Creek. And they're pinned pretty deep, so I guarantee you they're going to punt this one out.
Not only pinned pretty deep, but the wind is...
Well, they're kicking into the wind.
Yeah, a little bit. It's a little bit...
no, they're kicking into the wind.
Right to the left, so... We'll have a chance for pretty good field position to start the second half off, folks. And it is Johnson that punts for him, and it's going to be a low kick. Picked up by Q. Look out. 50, 45, 40. He's got a little bit of a hole up to the 35. Makes a move to the 30, up to the 25. Still on his feet.
And we got a flag.
And back up to the 30. Dangerous when he gets a hold of that ball. You have no clue what to expect. Find out if that's on Pinnacle or if perhaps there might have been a face mask. Yeah, Quentin Powell, it's going to be against Pinnacle, so I'm not sure. Blocking the back, maybe a hold. Blocking the back. Yeah, it's going to be the call. So second half, are we going to go ground and pound or are we going to keep the gas pedal on? What do you guys think?
I say they're going to hit the gas.
So what?
I think so too. Through the 3rd quarter, maybe.
Exactly.
You know what I would like to see is the wing tee.
You know, I was actually I went home and looked back in the Pop Warner stuff on Google. It's really truly a double wing what they were running. it's very similar to a wing tee, so I was a little off on that. Wing tee, you usually have a running back in the backfield. There's different variations.
But I like the mix, and that's what you were talking about last game, so I went back and watched it too.
It was successful, but, we're seeing even different formations tonight. They're really mixing it up, which is kind of fun to watch. It gives the kids reps and everything. We're going to have Jepson in motion, Spencer under center, and it's going to be a fake handoff. He's in trouble. He's going to dump it off. Good job by Spencer to get rid of that.
Jepson, number 22.
Looked like there was a little miscommunication. I wasn't sure what happened, but Spencer heads up play to be able to get that up for about a 5-6 yard play.
Johnson, number 10 on the tackle for Boulder Creek.
Yeah, he plays safety for him as well. So 2nd down and 4 for the Pioneers. Hogan checking out. That's Hogan Hatton, number 42. And we're going to have trips to the right with Hayden Hatton, 88, Jack Jepson, 22, Parker Red, number 7. And to the left,
it's Hull.
Yep, is Hull. And Spencer in the gun. He's going to look over to his left. He's going towards Hull. It's complete up to the 25.
Move.
Nice move to the 20. It was a great move.
Yeah, extra 5 or 6 yards on that, just by that move there. So that's going to be enough for a Pinnacle first down.
Like to see that. That's Zach Hull, I believe that.
Yeah, number 15.
That's number 15, and 3rd reception on the year, I believe. Pioneers, trips to the right again. Same formation, hold to the left, Spencer in the shotgun. And the center, it was a little bit late. We moved a little early, guys. The snap came a little bit before everybody came back, so that'll move us back 5 yards. But speaking of which, Verbalitis, number 55, your center, has had a monster year. That's great to hear that he got an offer from NAU.
Yeah, that's incredible. I didn't see that one.
I got a bad case of verbalitis.
Exactly.
Got to go get checked. Got to get that checked out at NAU.
His dad's actually the head JV coach. That guy can coach, let me tell you. Spencer over to the left. Great throw, great catch by Hull. Boy, that was on a roll. What an incredible.
Yes, it was. Nice two-handed catch. Zach Hull, number 15, reels that one in. He's going to put 6 on the board for the Pioneers.
Great protection from the offensive line. Good throw. I mean, Spencer put that thing on a laser.
Oh, yeah.
And to catch that kind of ball, you got to have good hands. Watch the hands on this. First of all, good protection. Just snagged that thing right out of the air about the 3-yard line by Hull. Fantastic job by Hull. I believe is that his first touchdown of the year?
It might be.
I think it is. Congratulations to Hull. Dillon Stephenson in for the extra point. Kicks down, or kicks up and good. Dillon's perfect.
Yeah, he's perfect tonight for PAT. He's incredible.
8 for 8.
So 9:25 left in the 3rd quarter. Pinnacle jumps on top, 56-13. So, folks, one of our sponsors, Pioneer sponsor, is at Del Taco. Menu items taste better because they are made with quality ingredients prepared fresh in every restaurant's working kitchen. Visit one of the 24 area Del Tacos tonight, including locations at Tatum and Bell Road, as well as 19th Ave in Union Hills. Del Taco, Pioneer sponsor of Pinnacle football.
Hey, Tim, you know what? We're re-kicking here.
Oh, did they have
must have been
another penalty?
Yep.
No big
Pushed him back.
All right, so it's still 55. Well, Dillon made it. They just didn't count it.
Number 207.
Well, this
Come on,
is
go with me, Todd. 207.
Second time tonight we're going to have a little bit longer kick, and it's good, too. It doesn't matter. So if you look at that's the second time tonight that he's had to kick it from 10 yards back.
I think he's got a 50-yard field goal in him today, too.
He might.
You got a little mix-up on the mics here?
Yeah, I'm trying to figure it out. So.
Oh, you know what? I got your headset. You got mine.
Is that what it is? Okay. Sorry about that, Rich. I was looking at it going, okay.
Oh, man, this one smells like a hot dog.
You are killing me. Honey, if you're listening at home, he's lying to me. And I didn't ask him to bring the candy. He did it on his own.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah, Diva announcers. That's what our broadcast,
yeah.
our producer, Steve, downstairs says.
I got dimed out last week because of the hot dog call, folks.
Yeah, what about the big bag of candy? Todd's making a dent.
Not only making a dent, he keeps blaming us.
Yeah.
I know.
Okay.
He brings all this stuff. He's like, I get to eat tonight. I'm going to blame it on these guys.
Our producer, Steve, coming up here. So
Steve came up for the candy.
So kicking off, 9 minutes, 20 seconds left, and it is now a 42-point lead, so the running clock does start. My math right? 56, 46, 43, 43-point lead. So now we're on a running clock, folks, because it is a 42-point lead. So the clock does not stop. It just continues to run. And this second half should go fairly
43.
quickly when that happens.
Yeah, so that's high school rules, and that's so teams don't just absolutely blow it out.
You mean like 70 to 29?
Yeah, well, yeah, something like that.
Well, the biggest loss the Jaguars had on the year was 41-7 or 42-7. Yeah, 42-7, and I believe that was with Liberty. So biggest deficit they've had all year. And the fumble, ball's on the ground. Not sure if Pinnacle came up with that or Boulder Creek.
I think Boulder Creek covered it up.
Yeah, they did. So that's going to bring up a second and call it 14-15. So Pioneers still have on defense. Let's see if we can call out some numbers here, Tim. Number 51 is in at linebacker. That would be Bodwin. Bodwin's in at linebacker.
Yeah.
Still have your starting secondary in. Well, actually, Kyle Bryant, number 11, is checked in at safety. He's back there along with 18, and I believe that's Cody. Ball's complete over to the left-hand side.
And Carricker went to pull it out.
Yeah, receiver's still on the street. So
no, that wasn't. I don't think that was Carricker. Was that? No, that was Marcus Fox. That was 34. Marcus Fox going for that strip.
Grimelli checking in on the defensive line. And so you have Kyle Bryant, that's number 11 at safety. Dillon Stephenson still on number 28. Tucker Parrish checked back in. Linebackers, you got Bodwin, you've got Bogle, number 8, and you got Thans Dixon still in 4. The other corner is number 34, and I believe that's Marcus Fox. Shotgun snap. They're going to try the post pattern over the middle, and broken up by Tucker Parrish. Almost intercepted. Boy, that was close.
Well, Parrish had his hands on that at the same time. He was just ready to pull it away.
So we're going to come up now with 4th down, and it looks like they've got punt formation set up. The Jaguars do. And I believe that's Andrews. That's number 18. Seth Andrews is your punter.
Stevenson and Q, number 23 back. Stevenson, number 28.
At 6 minutes, 35 seconds left, third quarter and counting, folks. And it's going to be, Q's going to go fair catch and now get away from it. Smart move by Q. Had a missed snap in the first half, so I think he probably learned from that and said, yep, let's get away. So Pioneers will take over.
Matthew Germinelli, a Desert Viewpoint Group of Morgan Stanley. Desert Viewpoint Group at Morgan Stanley provides comprehensive wealth solutions for families and business owners. Desert Viewpoint Group at Morgan Stanley offers services in wealth management, financial planning, estate planning, strategies, retirement planning, corporate retirement plans. Please contact Matthew Germinelli at 480-922-7976, located at Scottsdale Road in Kierland, a proud sponsor of Pinnacle Football.
So Pioneer offense looks like a lot of the starting offensive line looks like they're still in. And number 16 coming into the game, I believe that is
Futuros,
who got some time last week and did a good job.
Yeah, so he's going to quarterback. He's going to run this offense.
We're missing a running back. I can see the coaches on the sidelines taking a timeout.
Timeout.
We're back to that wing T formation. We were calling it the wing T. Sorry, it's a double wing. If we want to be technically correct, it's the double wing.
I liked it. I liked it when you were talking about it. I got to see some different things and how they really mix it up and confuse the defense.
Well, double wing is so 2 tight ends, 2 wings. And really, in effect, they're running backs or receivers in tight. And Futuros did a nice job running that offense last week.
He did. A very good job. Folks, another one of our sponsors is Affiliated Dermatology. Affiliated Dermatology is a full-service dermatology group offering services in general dermatology, skin cancer detection and treatment, laser treatments, and allergies, with multiple locations along with evening and Saturday hours. We take pride in providing an unmatched patient experience that is superior to the competition and at an affordable price. A proud sponsor of Pinnacle Football.
Okay, so Futuros brings the Pioneers back out, and in at running back is number 35 for the Pioneers, and I believe that is Greg Alley. He's a fun one to watch, too. motion. It's going to be a quick pitch over to Covington. Alley with the lead block. Covington trying to catch the edge. Nice little jump cut in the middle. He's still on his feet, folks. Good hard running by Covington up to the 37-yard line.
Yeah, and a positive gain. That's all that matters there. And Covington made something out of nothing there because they had him.
Caleb on the year, 372 yards on the ground with 4 touchdowns. That's just on the rushing side of things. And he's caught the ball out of the backfield for 137 yards this year.
So folks, our scores, our score on our screen there says 49-13. It's actually 56-13.
Futuro's going to fake it, and Parker Red on a little bit of a reverse counter. Not a lot of room. Boulder Creek's going to come smother it. Good finishing block by Verbalitis, number 55. Came in there at the end to protect his running back. So Boulder Creek's going to crowd the line. With this formation, you will see that sometimes. And basically what they're saying is if we're going to try to stop the run. If you're going to do anything, it's going to be trying to throw the ball over it.
So we've got 4 minutes and clicking here in the third quarter. Again, we're at a running clock here because of the more than 42-point deficit. Or spread, I should say.
That offensive line with Nicholson and Fox and Verb and all those guys have just really done well tonight. Milbrand, Ashenbrand. So Futuros is going to fake it, and this time it's at a counter on the left-hand side. Ball's on the ground, but picked back up over by Covington, and he's going to get maybe 3 yards. Caleb dropped it, but was able to pick it up and get some positive yardage out of it. It's going to create a 4th down and a punting situation. Now, who are they going to have punt now? If Spencer's done for the night, which it looks like he might be.
Stevenson?
Dylan might.
No,
Spencer's coming back out. Okay. Spencer's like, what? Punt? Okay. So Spencer back in the formation. With the lead that we have, they're probably telling him to kick the ball, but I don't know. Tough to say, and I think So Boulder Creek calls a timeout.
Well, they called that timeout because Rattler's back in, and it is so unpredictable what he's going to do.
Right.
So they're going to try to talk about it.
Veach also punts. So if Veach wasn't banged up tonight, you'd probably see Veach in under this situation. Would be my guess.
Are we going to get it wrong again? And Spencer's going to throw for a first down here?
I don't know. It's a good call. Coach Ardall, special teams coach, is heading out there to have a little conversation with number 2. And I think that might be what he's telling him. Kick the ball.
Yeah.
Did you see the gesture?
Yep.
It could be exactly what he said.
He's pointing to the end zone now. See that thing down there?
Yeah.
See that yellow thing that's going like this with the flags at the top? Try to kick that.
Kick the ball.
Well, you know what's funny? He's motioning that way, but that could be the direct opposite, too. Who knows?
Well, Coach Zupke, head Coach Zupke, and Coach Ardall are conferring about this near the 4th down marker that you see. So Spencer is going to kick. Wanted to put a little fake. Boy, another good kick. Good hang time on this thing. And, Get down there, boys. See if you can cover. Get it. Good job.
Wow.
Number 5, Bennett Levy just made a fantastic play on special teams.
He got it.
And Spencer got it. Spencer kicked that ball from the 30-yard line. It landed almost to the goal line. We're at the 2. That's going to pad his stats. That's a 68-yard punt.
Yeah, almost 70 yards. Incredible.
Well, he should definitely try harder.
I told you, he's leading the state in punting average. And that's not going to hurt that average by any stretch. I think he was at 42.5 as his average punt, which is phenomenal, by the way. All right, guys, defense. Let's see. Do we have any? See if we can call out the numbers here.
Yeah, we got some new guys in there. Number 3, Pasternak is in at corner. On one side, I think that's number 6, or is that Levy over there, number 5? No, Levy's in as the other corner.
Number 32 is Cody Lassiter in at safety. Good player. Kyle Brandt's the other safety, number 11. Let me run over the left-hand side, and Kyle Bryant just came up and had a nice hit to help stop that. Kyle's another good athlete. I mean, what's the old saying? He'll take you to the woodshed. He'll lay the wood.
He's going to take you out back and roll you. That's what he's going to do.
Yeah, he's not afraid of contact. Let's just leave it at that. We've also got Ray in, number 95 on the D-line. 56 is Corley Thompson in there. For defensive ends, we've got Smurr still in. That's number 9. Carricker's still in at linebacker. Who's our right side end, guys? Can you catch that number? Is that 35 or 95? No, that is Rhea. So Rhea's at the DN possession. And it's going to be a throw over the middle is complete.
And he got a flag.
Hendricks Johnson, again, he's their weapon. One of them. He's a good athlete, that kid is, number 10. So going to be first down yardage if the penalty's not against Boulder Creek. We've done a nice job tonight of bottling him up, though. He had 265 yards last week. I mean, he's a weapon. Give credit to the secondary and the defense for not allowing him to hurt us tonight.
So that was Coleman, who was playing cornerback over on the right there on the coverage of number 10. And we also have number 3, Pasternak, in on the left side at corner.
Well, I think, isn't Marcus Fox 34?
It is.
Okay. And you do see, Coleman's playing linebacker. Or no, you're right, he's at corner. My fault, guys. So Pasternak and Coleman.
You got Hogan Hatton as Mike linebacker in the middle.
It's going to be a handoff over to the right-hand side. Not a lot of room. Good job on that interior line and Hogan. Be able to take care of things.
And Marcus in number 99, also on the tackle there. We're under a minute, 24 and clicking in the third quarter here.
Yeah, in fact, it's 56-13, almost fourth quarter, folks. 2nd and 10 for Boulder Creek.
They're probably going to let this quarter end.
I think so. Well, at this point, you don't want anybody to get hurt, you know.
Right.
And I'll tell you what, on the other side of the ball, Coach Cass is what they call him. My business partner, Amy, is best friends with the head coach's sister for Boulder Creek. So I've heard a lot of really good things about him. He's a class guy. And I think him and Dana have a good relationship, you know, competitors, but I think they get along pretty well.
So that is the end of the third quarter, where the Pioneers are still on top, 56-13. One more quarter to go here, folks. One of our Pinnacle sponsors is Cold Beer and Cheeseburgers. Not your basic burger place. Their award-winning burgers are still hand-formed from fresh, never frozen ground chuck to create a tasty selection of mouth-watering half-pound burgers. Now for a cold beer part, their beer menus consists of over 150 beer choices at most locations. No matter which location you visit, Cold Beers and Cheeseburgers wants to ensure that great service, amazing food, and a high-energy atmosphere with a neighborhood feel is what you'll find. Please visit them at their new location at Scottsdale Road, just south of Mayo Boulevard, a proud sponsor of Pinnacle football. Also, Cornerstone Women's Care. Cornerstone Women's Care delivers individualized health care for women of all ages. They combine state-of-the-art medical technology and compassionate care in nurturing environment, a proud sponsor of Pinnacle football.
So Boulder Creek, starting the fourth quarter, has a 2nd and 10 from their 31. It's going to be a fake handoff throw over to the right-hand side. It's complete and tackled at about the 29-yard line. That was number 22 for Boulder Creek that got that. I believe that is Hartman.
And Pasternak in on the tackle there, number 3 for the Pioneers.
A couple more kids checking in, number 71 and number 63 for the Pioneers.
As well as Lassiter, number 32 on that last tackle.
So 63 is Roy Bakilla. Number 71 back in is Luke Jarvis.
63, Big Roy. Glad to say, no, it's Bacala.
Bacala, okay.
Roy Bacala. Now, that kid's been at my house. He takes 4 Krispy Kreme donuts, smashes them together, and makes a sandwich.
It's going to be a throw to the left-hand side. It's complete.
It's good to see him in there.
Up to the 38.
That means tomorrow morning he's going to be hungry.
Did you see Todd's eyes light up when you just said that?
No, we can't bring that candy tonight. No Krispy Kreme
You're
tomorrow.
killing me, Rich. Killing me. So 1st and 10 for Boulder Creek at the 38. You're brutal. You know that?
When it's running clock, that's when I'm at my best.
I'm with you.
Big Roy is awesome. He's awesome. What a great kid. I love seeing him. He's funny. He's at my house sometimes. He's still friends with my younger son.
Sunday checking in at defensive end. Rhea is still in on the other side of the end. Boulder Creek 1st and 10 from their 38. It's going to be a play action, and they're going to go for the home run ball. And that ball's going to sail. Yeah, not there. Pasternak on the coverage, number 3.
Right there with him.
Brandon's been, you know, he's a senior. Brandon has been a fantastic teammate and great Pioneer throughout the years.
Exactly.
For this
and his
organization.
father, Dan, does all the Twitter feeds for Pinnacle football on all levels. He does a fantastic job.
He's done a great job through the years. He really has. Good quality kid. A lot of good kids on this team. There really is. So 2nd and 10 from the 38 for Boulder Creek. Got the wind tunnel effect going in our mics here, little guys. Motion over to the right. And Austin is going to hand it off over to the right-hand side. And fumble, look out. Pinnacle's going to pick it up, and this might go the other way. That's Carricker, number 44, 10-5. Touchdown, Pioneers.
Yeah.
Let's get one on D, shall we?
Incredible.
Kyle Carricker fired up, as he should be. That was for Kyle. Well, that's his first touchdown on the year, but that's his 2nd fumble recovery. He's at 3 sacks, and he's caused a fumble. Good linebacker, number 44.
It's always fun to see when you make them on defense.
Yep, now watch this. Kyle says, oh, it's time to eat. The 30, the 25, the 20, I'm sniffing the end zone. If you're on defense, you're like, I just want to score. Just give me the 6 points.
It was a little, I was seeing it from a distance, so that kind of bounced right back up into his hands.
It did a little bit, yeah.
Great job by Carricker. That's
right place at the right time.
Yeah, it was. And credit to hit. I didn't see who got the hit on that. On the replay, we'll find out. But kicks down. And was that Dillon?
Yeah.
Oh,
he's all bummed out he missed it.
He had the perfect streak going, Dillon. I mean, come on. He was really 11 for 11 because 2 of them were penalties. And now he's, as you can see, number 28 going.
He's not going to sleep tonight.
Yeah. So, hey, Dillon, 11 for 12. He's getting a little love from the coach Ardall on that.
62 to 13. 8:25 and clicking.
That's where you have to give Dillon a hard time and go, well, okay, if you were in soccer, you just kicked to a wide open goal and it went to the left. Come on,
he tried to kick that with his left foot. That's what he was doing.
Was that what was going on?
Yeah, and he's only got a regular number of bones in his left foot.
Folks, Mitchell Cooper Dentistry, a proud sponsor of Pinnacle Football. For all your dental needs, visit Dr. Mitchell Cooper, conveniently located in Greyhawk, creating excellence one smile at a time. Proud sponsor, Pinnacle Football. It's actually my dentist, too. He's a great guy.
So kickoff. Got Marcus Fox in there. You've got, I believe that's Bodwin over on Kyle Bryant. Number 27. Who else is out there? That's Stedman, Matt Stedman. This side of the ball. Got some of the regular guys, and Greg Alley, number 35. And Dillon's going to kick it to the right. It's going to go to one of the up backs. Caught at the 25, up to the 30, and good hustle to get down there. Good hit by Thans Dixon. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 Pioneers. That's what you love to see if you're a coach. 7 guys around the ball. Good hustle by these kids.
So in comes the Pinnacle defense.
So we got one on D, guys. We were due. No question, we were due.
So Jesus Marietta, number 24 in. Number 33, Riley Woodruff, also in as safety.
Number 37 is Sanchez at corner.
Yeah, and
trying to get a number on the other side, 24.
I called him already, and also 37 and number 27.
Woodruff, I saw Riley play a lot on the JV squad last year. He'll hit you. He's a big kid. Passes incomplete over the middle.
Stedman, number 27, also in, and also on the coverage there.
So taking a look at the linemen, I see big 91 in there. That's Rossi, Michael Rossi.
You know, he had him open. He had a step. He was between the two defenders. He just threw the ball a little bit out in front of him.
So let's see here. We got Bogle at linebacker. We still have Thans Dixon in the ball game. Left side linebacker. Did you call that out, Tim? Trying to catch a number.
No, not yet.
51. That would be Bogle. Yeah, we did call Bodwin. Okay. So Boulder Creek's going to come out. Trips to the right. Twins to the left. And Austin's going to survey the field. He's under a little bit of pressure. He's going to take off and run. He's got a little bit of room. Slides all the way up to the 40-yard line. Maybe short.
Yeah, he is a little bit short.
Going to create a 3rd and short for Boulder Creek. Little substitution going in on the line. Corley Thompson coming back in. So 3rd and 1, they're going to try to get this stop, obviously. Big Sam and Corley. Boy, that's some beef in the middle, guys. Those two guys.
What's
tough.
What's the combined, you think?
It's over 5. I'd say 550. Maybe close to 6 bills.
We're almost at 5 minutes in the game here, folks.
Trips right. Shotgun. Bodwin again going to try to run. This time he's going to put the ball on the ground on a big hit, and the Pioneers recover. Another turnover. Yep. Good hit. I want to see who that was.
I think Marcuson's got it.
95.
No, 95.
Who got that hit, though? Can we get a replay?
Rhea.
I don't know if Steve's hearing me out. I'd love to
Rhea.
get a replay on this and see who made that hit. Here we go, folks. Take a look at the defensive line. If we can catch a number on this, on who actually, because it was a fantastic job. He steps up and, bam, you're down. It might have been the linebacker, Bogle.
No, I think it was Bodwin.
It was Thompson. Corley Thompson, 56.
Corley Thompson, okay.
Great job by Corley Thompson to cause that fumble, and Pinnacle back on offense. 4 minutes, 30 seconds left. They're probably just going to pound it on the double wing formation. That's exactly what they're going to do. And you still have Futuris in.
Greg Alley, number 35 in the backfield. And
It's gonna be
Alley
him.
gets
Yeah,
called.
Greg gets to run it up the middle.
So lots of mistakes, lots of penalties tonight by Boulder Creek.
Yeah, they were competitive in the first half. You got 68 Cooper in on the offensive line for the Pioneers. See if we can get some other numbers here. Hayden Hatton's still in the ball game. I see number 50. That is playing line. That's Truxell. So we got Truxell in. It's hard to see the offensive line numbers from up here sometimes. So Futuris under center, double wing formation.
Tim, I can hear the band from over here. Can you hear it?
Nice, oh yeah. And Futuros is just waiting for the 5 seconds to wind down.
It's going to be a counter, and
Parker
look
Red.
out, down to the 15 to the 20. 10,
Parker
5. Parker Red wants that end zone, smells it.
Oh, he stepped out at about
and
the 3.
they're not going to give it to him. He's at the 3-yard line. Parker Red wanted another one. Good run by Parker, showing some good speed in there. So 77 is Milbrath still in the ball game. 68,
That's
yeah,
Harrison.
That's Harrison. He's your right
Cooper.
guard. Who's on the left side? You got 70. That is Mickelson still in. Okay. Shane Sunday checking in, number 81. Dude, I'm trying to catch the left tackle there, guys. That's the number I'm trying to see if I can.
70.
The left tackle. 58, I believe.
Oh, that's a guard, okay.
And we're going to go under center. Futuris is. And it's going to be a pop up the middle to Greg Alley, and Greg will run you over, and that's exactly what just happened. Touchdown, Pioneers. Greg Alley had that big play last week on special teams when we blocked it for a touchdown.
So that's going to give the Pioneers 68 PAT pending.
Wow.
At 2 minutes and clicking.
You know, I'm not even sure I'd have to look in the record books for this one because, in fact, I know this because 77 was the most points we ever scored last week.
Yeah,
I think
we'll
the
bet
previous
69.
high was 69.
Yeah, well, I think you're right. So we're going to be at that tonight, pending this PAT.
2 weeks in a row. Wow.
So, folks, make sure you come out and join us next week as we are back at Pinnacle High School as we host Sandra Day O'Connor at Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and all the places will be wearing pink, I'm sure.
Yeah. Dillon is.
Oh, man.
Yeah, see,
Oh, Dillon's like,
you know,
okay.
he's all psyched out from the last one. That's what it is. He's never going to be the same.
So,
Just having a little fun with you, Dillon.
yeah. Hey, Dillon, you were 11 for 11 to start tonight. That was pretty good, buddy. And he had 3 touchbacks, too. That's a pretty good average. I don't care who you are. So that'll bring it to 68 to 13, minute 20 and counting. There's not going to be a whole lot of offense left, folks. It's just mind-blowing. In the last 2 games, guys, 77 plus 68 is, 130, 145. 145 points in 2 games.
Well, next week we'll play Sandra Day, and they're actually ranked a little bit below
Well, yeah,
Boulder Creek, I believe.
Boulder Creek beat Sandra Day 36-7 last week.
Yeah,
So, yeah.
could be ugly.
All right, so 49 seconds and counting. Dillon to kick off with the rest of the kickoff team. This one's about done. Music blaring. And Dillon's going to put this one up in the stratosphere, taking it about the 28-yard line, another fumble. And Pioneers get it again.
Oh, boy.
Wow. Well, I will tell you this. So, hey, heading into tonight, guys, we were still negative on the year for turnovers. I think we just totally changed it in one night because we got 2 picks that I know of, just off the top of my head.
1, 2, 3. I think there's 5 turnovers.
Yeah, 5 turnovers. So that's going to get us into positive territory on turnovers for the season. It's good.
So, folks, that's going to be a wrap here. Pinnacle's going to end up winning 68-13 over Boulder Creek. And again, next week we've got come out on Wednesday night, join the freshmen at Pinnacle High School, and the JV will be away, which will be playing Thursday at Sandra Day, which is out at I-17 in Happy Valley, and then we're right back next Friday, a week from today, at Pinnacle High School, 7 o'clock game time. The JV and freshman game both start at 6, so make sure you come out and support the lower levels as well as the come out for the varsity game. You know, it's always good to see a full house at that. Breast Cancer Awareness Month, the players will be all, decked out in their pink, and it's always a fun game to watch. So, with that being said, as the players shake up their hands there, and we end the evening here, I'm going to sign off for myself, Tim Storrs, Todd Dixon, and Rich Piper. We will all catch you in a week, and everybody have a good night, and tune in next time.
See you next week, folks.
Bye.
Big win.
How you doing?